to the Midday Show, also known as Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Pat, and I got the beautiful Miss V right here.
Thank you, Prad, and hey guys, indeed, welcome back. What a crazy day. So as usual, please be active on the chat, ask us anything, and like this video. All right, Prad, have you seen Tesla?
No, I'm just looking at it right now, but yeah, crazy move on Tesla today without a doubt. Obviously, I don't really trade Tesla, so I don't even bother looking at it. But I did hear Neil talking about how big of a move it
Crazy.
had. Indeed.
And we are just around, guys, 50%, 50% to get to SSR. I'll make a poll right now for us. Do you think Tesla will get on SSR today? But looks like we're going right there.
Yeah, very, very close. 9% down on the day, and SSR obviously 10% for it to get to SSR. Let me just quickly do this here. Put the chart back up here, and awesome. Ooh, what the heck happened to this stock? Okay. So my charts are being weird today. Not sure what's going on. I tried doing a bunch of stuff, but this chart has just been continuously not working for me. Let me figure out why this whole middle part over here has no volume bars. That's pretty weird. Miss V, do you mind taking over for a second?
I'm creating a poll, guys, and meanwhile I can talk about my Tesla trade. So definitely crazy move to the downside, and I caught a little bit of it. So in here you can see I got short at 9.28 and my out was at 9.21, so $6 per share in the money. The last time I got in was at 9.08. I got out at 9.05, so another $3 in the money. So in comparison with the whole move to the downside, it's nothing. I'm paper hands today, but anyways, I'm still glad I was able to catch some of it again, because otherwise I would have the strongest FOMO ever. Anyways, 900 level, as Neil said before, is a great level. I would love to see Tesla to give us some long opportunities now on that 900 level. So guys, let's see. But if we break that 900 level, we definitely have more room to go to the downside. And with you, I will pull up a higher time frame on Tesla, so we can see that oh my god, what a crazy move to the downside. So we are right here right now, nearing that 900 support level, and if we break that, we have more room to go to 890s and 880s. So again, I really hope this is the strong 900 level support. If it does, and if Tesla shows some strength to rebound back to the upside out of that 900, personally I will try longs on that level.
Yeah, for some reason my data on this chart, no matter what I do, does not want to load up, so I'm gonna have to use a secondary chart from the other screen. So let me just make this a little bit bigger for us so we can all take a nice little look at it. And in the meantime, we're gonna have one black chart, one white chart. Let's see how that's gonna end up working for today. Or maybe I can just quickly switch this one over to background. Bang, 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 bang. Awesome. And then now we're good to go. Let me just remove the grid lines also. Display grid lines off. All right. And now we're good to go. That looks kind of extremely horrible. Let's just turn on the black color again, and then we'll deal with it later on. For some reason, everything's messed up. All right. My trades today, so I'll start off with what I was looking at today. I was looking for Twitter long, obviously. Very surprised by noticing Twitter not doing what it should have been doing, at least in my opinion. Tried a small long in pre-market, got out for tiny winners. I noticed the weakness on the tape, got out right away, and then Twitter just completely starts cratering to the downside. I tried a couple levels to protect the longs, tiny losses, quick losses on that. On the long side, eventually down over here. We tried some more longs, ended up catching some as a winner, some as a losers, and then the final actual trade that happened to show up for me was this opportunity at 51. 51 on Twitter had a ton of size, about 100,000 shares or so. So leaning on that size on 51, I was short 50.96, got a nice size short, brought it all the way to the downside, scalped out by most of it was out already by the low a day, and then around low a day I tried going long, tried protecting that long, lost. Tried protecting the long, lost. Tried protecting the long near 50, lost again, and pretty much gave back whatever I made on the short. So I'm flat on it, and now I have a tiny little long over here, which looks like it wants to come back through on Twitter. Let's see what happens. My average being 49.80 right now. Twitter's trying to see what it wants to do with the $50 price. We already took out some of the size for profits already on the move up on Twitter, but now we're just waiting to see what $50 does. While S&P 500, which is now down almost 2% actually. Nasdaq down 3 full percent. Big move on Nasdaq over there to the downside. Didn't even notice actually Nasdaq was down 3%. I guess wasn't really trading any tech stocks for me to keep an eye on Nasdaq over there. But yeah, S&P 500, Nasdaq, everything getting dragged down big time over there in the market. And as you guys saw, Tesla, which is now almost at 900, looks like it actually broke 900 to 898.25, and now trying to see if we have any buyers coming in front of 900 for Tesla at the same time when Nasdaq obviously taking out the low a day and so on. And we're still not on SSR, only half a more percent to go on SSR, so I'm expecting it to go on to it, but there is a certain, as you guys heard Neil talk about the SSR bounce strategy. Usually stocks bounce before they even get to 10%. There's usually people going long in front of that level. If that level does hold up, I would not be surprised. So we'll see what happens going
real
very
quick, thank you
soon.
for bringing that SSR, because a few people asking what SSR is. It's short sell restriction, and when stock down more than 10% on the day, you get on that SSR and stock cannot be shorted anymore. So again, we have educational video on SSR. I'm gonna send you on the chat right now, and I highly recommend you guys to check it out, and it will be very helpful.
Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, and Neil was explaining the SSR rule too in the morning show. So basically, going off of what Neil was saying over there, just can't short the stock by taking off the liquidity off the bids. You gotta wait for the stock to go up, make a higher tick, go on the long side in order to get short. Thankfully, though, you don't have to do that yet if you want to go short on Tesla, because there's still a little bit more room for it to crumble down before it actually goes into that SSR mode. So we still got a little bit more time, and too much wire problems over here. There we go. We're good now. Apple 165 strike, call strike. I'm not sure if there's a lot of options for it. Not sure why you're calling that out. Maybe you're long on that 165 strike yourself. But yeah, Apple also to the downside today, down almost 3%. Everything's down big time. If Nasdaq's down 3%, I'm not expecting Microsoft to be in the positive territory either. Let's quickly go to Microsoft over here. Microsoft probably getting another 3% down on Microsoft. Keep in mind, though, as Arun mentioned, Microsoft and Google actually having earnings tonight after hours. So that will probably dictate somewhat of a move in the stock market in the after hours. And based on what Microsoft, Google, and Apple come out with their earnings, that might have to really that might either put a bottom in the market for a little while, or it might extend the weakness in the market that we're already seeing. I don't think Microsoft will miss the earnings report, but who really knows, right? We don't really know what's going on until the report really comes out. No YOLO trades, no guesswork trades over there. Just gotta wait for the information to come out and play off the information. Miss V?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Tesla, guys. We're still holding that 900 level, and again, yes, we touched that 898, but just touched again with Tesla. I would give it a few dollars room to really prove if it's wanna hold or if it doesn't want to hold. And yeah, I'm still looking and hoping for us to get some long opportunities on this name.
Yeah, more long opportunities possible on that. Netflix to 177. I did mention to people in the work chat that Netflix short 202 could go to 200. I'm not sure if anyone took that trade. I obviously took one little trade on Netflix. I tried this. I played it almost very similar to how I played it a couple days ago, or I think yesterday. So yesterday on Netflix, let's see if my executions show up. Yeah, they kind of do. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So we tried the 210 short, didn't work for us the first time. We tried the 210 short the second time, didn't work for us. We let it go. So kind of same thing happened over here, where we tried the 205 short, got instantly stopped out. Very, very little loss. I think I took about a 5 cent loss on Netflix, which is literally nothing. So small loss on Netflix over there. Thankfully though, because it did whip against me almost $1 or $2 on Netflix, and would have been taking a bigger hit based on the size I had. If I tried it every single time I got that opportunity, I would have just completely taken losses. So I tried it once, gave up on that idea. Eventually, though, later on in the day, that 205 looks like exactly around 10 o'clock or so. That 205 does break, pushing the stock much, much lower, all the way to 200. And the low of day, actually, that's a dark pool low. I'm not sure that's a real low. The low of day is actually around, looks like 200. 200 and something. Let's quickly do this. 233. So I did mention for anyone who wants to go short 202 to 200, and if they took advantage of that, congratulations. Obviously, I just zoned away from the stock. Netflix didn't win yesterday, didn't win today on my one attempt, so I was not gonna bother take more attempts on it. Moving on to a couple next stocks over here. I know on our watch list, that's the word I'm looking for. On our watch list, we have chip stocks, AMD, Nvidia, and other stocks along the board. AMD over here today, man, big down move. So I did say $80 coming on AMD soon. I know people in the chat were kind of like, oh no, it's never happening, but here we go. We're only $5 away from that price point now. So not to say I told you so, but I did tell you so. Like it makes completely sense for everything to go to the downside now. Market is in a big weak territory and could extend that weakness territory. Right now, already down 3% on Nasdaq, S&P 500 not only but already down almost 2%. So looks like we're just gonna try and extend these moves. Yesterday's pop a little bit seemed a little fake to me. You know, we had a nice little pop in the later on in the day, turning S&P 500. I did mention that too. Watch the S&P 500 turn around from negative 1% to positive 1%, or at least positive 0.5%, and that's what S&P 500 did. But it felt very fake to me. Like there was no reason for that pop to come in. Yeah, we had some positive earnings catalysts, but not many for that pop to be warranted. So based on that note, I think today makes a lot more sense. We're extending past yesterday's gains and a little bit more. Let's see how we trade on the S&P 500 at 4,200 flat. I believe 4,200 was yesterday's low. Let's actually go confirm that right now. 4,200, yeah, 41.95 to 4,200 level. Let's see if we do get back to those levels and bounce based on how we traded yesterday, or do we break that level and extend that weakness a little bit more all the way down to 41.65's areas on the S&P 500, at which point the market is just going to keep on going. Nasdaq does have 100 points to the downside if it wants to go to 13,000 level, so Nasdaq is not there yet either, and a lot of possibilities for that to be extended also. But keep in mind today, Apple already being down about 3%, Microsoft 3%. Those are your number one and number two weighted stocks in the basket for S&P 500 and for Nasdaq. If those somehow find a bottom, that would be good for the overall market. Currently, Apple trying to bounce off of 158.50s, 158.28 the low a day, and Microsoft doing its best to bounce off of 272 at the moment. 271.98 is the low a day. I'm currently seeing a nice little bounce in S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So let's see if we can get a pop across the board.
Brad, you mentioned AMD in there, and I actually was shorting AMD also along with Tesla. Again, guys, if you watch us from the morning, maybe you noticed that on the chat I called out this 91 level on AMD. I said that I think it's a great level for shorts on AMD, but again, because I was ringing the bell, doing the coffee, I couldn't catch the whole move, and overall I have only like 60 cents profit on this short. But anyways, I'm glad today is a profitable day for me, and I was trading more than one name, right direction. And again, yesterday I had a negative day. Today I have been able to fully cover my losses and back to the profitable territory. A few people ask about that BKKT backed. So there are some news update. Backed did not announce a partnership with Apple Google Pay. Company announced Wyndham Hotels visitors can use backed to pay with Apple or Google Pay. So those are news, and maybe we can take a look at that BKKT.
Yeah, I'm just looking at AMC real quick. I'll move over to BKKT in a second. Just trying to see if I can make a trade over here. AMC beat down quite a bit today, down almost 6% right here. Near lower days also, 1591. So I'm thinking about looking for a trade opportunity. Let's see if we can get a nice little fill on AMD. Currently just trying to see what price I want to fill. Lower day 91s. I think I can take this fill over here, give it a nice little risk of lower day. If AMC does want to bounce off of these lows, that would be good. Now quickly before I throw the order out, let me actually go here, see if AMC has any levels around 16 that I like. Not really. Looks like we already broke the support level that I have near 1621 and are now extending that move below. But so far we haven't really taken out the lower day, which was 1591, around 10:30ish or so that came in. So let's see, actually coming down right now, only a couple points away from my lower day, so we can take a nice little long here, not give too much of a risk to the downside, and let's see if we can get a pop on AMC to the north side. In the meantime, we'll just throw a quick little, I have to put AMC on this screen over here, that way I can watch it while I'm flipping away from the stock and talking about something else for you guys. So we'll just throw out the stop over there for a lower day, give it that risk that we want to, and then we can come back to it at a different time. And Miss V was talking about BKKT.
So obviously when fake news came up, stock spiked to the upside, then it halted, and then we went all the way to the downside when correction on the news became again no collaboration with Apple or Google, just BKKT allowed to pay with Google Pay in a particular hotel, Wyndham Hotels.
Just looking at what earnings we have after, so I can keep a track on. I'm kind of all over the place right now. AMC looks like it's going to nosedive. Ooh, that would be awesome if it does. We can take more losses across the board. Ooh. Netflix below 200. Ooh, wow. Netflix did break 200. So I mentioned this level. People hopefully took that trade. Not sure if anyone actually took it. So 202 breaking down to 200 actually ended up happening on Netflix over there. Big trade. Let's see if it actually continues its move on Netflix even more past 200. Currently trying to go lower. Looks like it wants to. Watching the tape, we're not really seeing selling coming in as I think it should. So maybe 200 holds up. You know, big 5% down move already. We came all the way off of 210 to 200 so far. It's about to be lunchtime, so maybe Netflix finds some buyers right now, almost like it did at the 200 level, and then bounces out around a little bit. Currently, it is trying to find support. And see if any, or even maybe not support, it could be even, you know, shorts just covering, giving it that bounce that you're seeing, and then maybe more shorts start loading up and ride the Netflix short to the downside. We'll see what actually happens eventually later on in the day. Obviously did not have the order out, so I'm not going to chase this trade at the moment. Very happy though to see that the idea of my trade is working out as I planned, so I'm just gonna have to be happy with that one. Where are we going next? With 170 puts option flow, Netflix $170. So yeah, obviously people want to push the stock more and more to the downside every single day. Question why y'all wanted Netflix longs. I've been saying for days it's going lower. Okay, anyways, moving on from that comment. The market, moving on from that comment either. SKYH, I see SKYH being called out in this chat. SKYH on Amex. SKYH on Amex today up again, another 19%. Looks like was it halted by any chance over there? SKYH, I'm not really seeing it on the halt list, but it did rip up a little bit right now, trying to get back to VWAP. Let's see if it does so successfully and trade around this $12 range. I think we'll see rejection coming in again around this $12 range. I'm not really sure if we have the strength to get past it, at least not right now. S&P 500 trying to come back to the downside, NASDAQ trying to come back to the downside over here. So I'm not sure if SkyH has any strength in it to currently keep on ripping to the north side just now. Maybe later on in the day, if we pick up some volume across the table on this stock, it'd be nice to see what it wants to do there.
Guys, Tesla back to that 900 level. We tried a little bit, went as high as back to 906 and back to that 900 level. Looks like we want to break that level, but again, let's see. Maybe we find another bottom in there. Maybe we will move sideways for a little bit. We will find out anyways. But again, with QQQ going only lower and lower, doesn't really help. We are now down more than 3% on Nasdaq, and again, we have a pull up right now. Do you think Tesla will get an SSR today? Even though I voted yes, and as the majority of people who participated in the poll, I really hope for that 900 level that it can bring some long opportunities. I'm not talking to go back to day highs. I mean, crazy. We were like around 1,000 in pre-market, and again, I was also talking on the chat with you guys in the morning that 1,000 is a great level for short. Also, there's a lot of sellers in there. I mean, the next time I should less talk and more trade.
Looks like AMC wants to work for us over here a little bit, slightly, only 5 pennies in the money, not too much in the money over there. Let's see if it wants to keep helping us a little bit more, keep on rising to the north side, baby. That would be great for us. Why are all my charts so messed up today? This is so annoying. So AMC trying to move up at the moment. Let's see if we can get a nice little move up to at least 1610s or 1620s. That'd be good. I'm not sure if we can get back to VWAP. If we do make a good move all the way to VWAP, then good profit territory is all ready for me to take most of my size out around that level. So let's see if we can work on that. Currently, some other positions to maybe look for. Not really sure what level. I see a firm being talked about. A firm could break under 30. So 29.97 is the low a day. A firm did already break under 30, looks like by slightly, only 3 pennies or so, and it is trying to get back to the upside a little right now as we're talking about it. I'm actually going to take some profits on AMC right here. Take some profits. What the heck are they gonna not fill me? Anyways, we'll come back to that in a second. So affirm, we do have this line over here at the bottom, which happens to be the high of 14th of March. So 14th high is around 29.85. So if affirm does go to the downside, I don't think it goes too much lower than 29.85. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I could be wrong about that read, so I don't think Affirm is really a short. You know, it's already down 5.5% on the day. How much more could it really go? Most of these stocks have been clapped by the opening drive. Almost every stock is down 3 to 5% that I've looked at, and I don't think we have a bigger room to the downside. So hence, if you were looking for a long around this level on Affirm, you would already be 60 points in the money or 60 cents in the money, watching it rip for you in your direction. So obviously, that's the only direction that I see, the only play that I see on Affirm. AMC taking more profits on the up move over here, just taking out liquidity on the way up, and then I just have to readjust my stop real quick. I did say 160.10, so we're almost getting there. We're 12 pennies in the money, and we risked about only. What's my entry? 15.92, and we were risking the low a day. So my risk was about 2 pennies, with slippage maybe 3 to 5 pennies, and we're already 11 pennies in the money. So 2:1 risk to reward ratio right there. You take those opportunities anytime you get that opportunity and capitalize on it. That's the name of the game. You know, anytime you see it, 2:1, 3:1, 5:1 risk to reward, you just smack that trade. Ask Spencer if he wants to come. If not, send it to Val. All right. Come on, market, squeeze those shorts, squeeze those shorts, squeeze those shorts. Yeah, I guess that's the name of the game right now. Everyone just wants shorts to be burnt. So we'll see if it ends up being that way. Currently, market doing pretty good in terms of the short direction. Whoever is smacking the short side is absolutely smoking on the market. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say anything past that. Miss B?
Pride, maybe we can take a look again at our watch list, guys. To again remind you, we post watch list every morning at around 8-10 a.m. Eastern time. Very helpful. So make sure you add it to your bookmarks. Check it every morning, absolutely free, and definitely it will help you with your decisions. What do you want to trade today? And of course, we have this archive so you can see what stock was doing all the way back to March 2021. UPS, delivery company United Parcel Services, reported better than expected earnings. We were up around 2% in pre-market, but now we're down 4.5%. Probably the rest of the market affected UPS today. Sorry, UPS. So maybe we can take a look at that one.
Yeah, UPS earnings apparently. So I do believe that they beat their earnings
Yes, better than
report.
expected.
Right. So they did beat their earnings report, but still obviously getting collapsed to the downside over there. 4% and just pushing lower and lower. Keep in mind though, with higher inflation time, these companies just raise up their rates to deal with inflation. Already with the COVID constraints and everything, they have raised their prices for shipping. My package comes with FedEx today, so we'll see. Whenever my McLaren comes in today, we'll be building that probably over the weekend. Yeah, but looks like this 180 level is a pretty good support on UPS. Could go down to 177. I don't think we break down too much lower than that currently. So UPS still looking good off that earnings report. So here's the what the heck? That's not today. That's today. So here's the earnings report. Beat the earnings by 5% and beat the revenue by 3%, and still getting clapped. For the most part, I think people are just scared about the current way the market's trading. I mean, look at what happened with Twitter, right? First they reject the $54.20 price, and then they accept the $54.20 price. Why? Because they know it's either they accept $54.20 or they continue bag holding their position forever and ever and ever and watch their stock price go below 40, below 30, below 20 in the current market environment. It was very it was like almost like a lifesaver thrown to these shareholders of Twitter to get out while this current market environment is just clapping every single stock. While when you're watching AMD, Apple, Microsoft all clap down almost 10% over there from highs, or whatever number it is from those highs. And Twitter, you think Twitter's not going to do that? So they just got thrown a lifesaver, a lifeboat got thrown onto them. And the same thing is probably the reason why they accepted that. So UPS, even with higher inflation, I think UPS actually will end up doing better because packages will be having to be shipped, and the prices will just keep on going up. I know some of the shipping prices already went up to deal with that battle over there.
Tyrone on the chat says, Prad and Valeria, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Tyrone, see you tomorrow. Thank you again for a great morning session together. Maybe you will have time. Come say hi again. And meanwhile, someone asked me about good long level on AMD. Well, again, market's trying to go higher. So does AMD. And again, I can see some support here at 86.96. Also here like 85, 86 level, and looks like we found support in there today at 85.60 level. So we're now moving higher out of that support level, and again, let's see if it will be good enough move to the upside, if we will be able to touch the VWAP, or we'll be rejecting and will come back to this level. And QQQ also tried, we went to 320 there, and now kind of trying to go back to downside again. I feel like we're gonna move sideways for a bit, but let's see. Anyways, very exciting day.
Going to some of the other stocks over here. Let's go see what I'm looking at currently. No real big low floats on the board other than, I guess, GMDA. GMDA probably a low float stock, 155 times relative volume. I see ATER, but not a lot of low floats with a ton of volume. Looks like number one volume leader is 42 million shares for a low flow, I'm guessing, which is doing 296 relative volume, JZXN. But the biggest volume leader today is TQQQ, which is basically the inverse of QQ. No, sorry, which is QQQ basically, but 3 times leverage QQQ. So that's apparently getting the most volume, and then Twitter is getting the second most volume, and then the third is SQQQ, which is at the inverse of QQQ, the short side trade of QQQ with also 3 times leverage. I just need to log in over here. What is my password? I don't even know my password.
Talking about low float stocks, Viru is actually 60 million free float, but again, a lot of people were talking about Viru another day, another Viru or Veru, and yes, a lot of people were trading it in the morning, and as you guys can see at the open, we were like kind of went a little bit up, a little bit down, found support here at 12 and spiked to the upside straight to above $15. Now we are back, like we are 14.50. We dipped all the way into that $13, and now again above VWAP, and let's see if Veru will find strength to go back to day highs to that 15.47. I'm not sure if it's a volume leader, but we still have 26 million volume on the name.
Thank you, Miss V. Going over to JZXN here to see what the heck is going on with this one, which is doing 42 million shares. Let's go see what the float is on this one. JZXN float 8,294 relative volume. We already mentioned that. 42 million shares. Looks like the pop itself was in pre-market, and ever since the opened around $1.89. So right here, got a pop off the open to around $2.10, and then really started seeing weakness around $2.10. Came back down and not really managing to get back to VWAP ever since on JZXN. Let's go see what the stock is also. JZXN on I believe it's Nasdaq. Yeah, on Nasdaq. It is a retail trade specialty store. Juicy Holdings, never heard of it, not sure what it is. So obviously, as you guys can see, from the IPO days of craziness all the way back to reality where the stock probably belongs in. So now all the way back down. I'm guessing it's probably a Chinese stock of some sort. Getting collapsed today, bouncing today after getting collapsed recently. GMDA, another one that we were looking at. GMDA on Nasdaq, 20 million shares today, a little low on volume for a low flow without a doubt, and looks like it's also giving back most of its gain. We got a nice little pre-market bump, but now we're only up 1.60% on the stock. GMDA, what do you do? Health technology, pharmaceutical majors, maybe a biotech play. Wall Street's biggest losers, biggest earners, COVID situation in China. Looks like that's the headline over there coming in for today. But yeah, this stock, also another stock who's been at the highs not too long ago, but pushed all the way to the lows, and now trying to have a little bounce play at the lows over there. Not really doing anything besides that at the moment for GMDA. So these low floats are kind of dead today, as mentioned earlier. Maybe ATER is doing something exciting. Let's go check on ATER today real quick. ATER. Low flow ATER, 53 million, 1.4 relative volume, up 5% today. It looks like we kind of have a little bit of a sideways, not really truly sideways, because we did get a nice little swing up on it and a swing down, nice little move up back to VWAP over here, but looks like we're just stuck in a range over here in the pre-market range, not able to go below pre-market lows, not able to go above pre-market highs, just stuck in a nice little range, allowing us to scalp trade as much as we want on the stock at the moment. AMC still above $16, so I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet. We still have most of our size on this trade, and we're just waiting for that possible move up to 10 cents where we have another exit order. Market's still holding off at the bottoms, not really pushing too far to the lows. So 13,100, 13,103 is a low a day, but 13,100 looks like it wants to hold up and not go too far down. And S&P 500, which is your ES is basically S&P 500 futures, 4208. I'll just say 4200, 4208 is coming in as a support area, which is also yesterday's low. Now helping the market just trade sideways off those levels a little bit. Not able to get above 4220, 4225 just yet, but after getting a pump above 4225, we might just manage to get a nice little move on S&P 500 all the way back to VWAP maybe. That would be good because most of these stocks such as Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, everything has been absolutely destroyed today. Apple at 159 right now, down only 2.3% instead of 3 whole percent. Microsoft should also be around 2.4, 3.3%. It is indeed slightly under 272 but above 270. Sorry, slightly under 273 but above 272, trying to go north with the overall market.
I want to give a shout out to Dominic Famularov sending us super chat. Thank you so much, Dominic. Prad, Evoque blows all those of the water you just named. 154 million traded. GZXN, which I have woot only has 46 million traded. Well, that's right, that Evoque has still 156 million volume, and we actually have news on that one. Evoque Pharma granted FDA market exclusivity for its GME drug. So FDA exclusivity approval for Evoque.
What was the stock?
EVOK.
156 million shares on this one. Not really sure why I don't see this on my... What the heck happened here? Hello?
It has 31 million free float.
Right. Everything just kind of froze there for a second. Okay, we're back. So not really sure why I don't see that on my watch lists over here or any of my scanners. But another low flow that is going crazy a little bit, 166%, probably because it's a dollar. I don't like any stocks that are below $2. All these scanners, I'm pretty sure, have a price limit of $2 or more, and I'm actually quickly glancing over to see if that is true, and I think it is. Yeah, most of these scanners have a price limit of $2 or more, which makes a lot more sense. So for the most part, would not have even had this on my radar. As Miss V said, very low flow, 32 million, doing 2.5 thousand relative volume though, so tons of relative volume, and one that actually holds a little bit of its pre-market gain. But obviously penny stock, most of its move was in the penny range, and now it's doing its best to hold up above $1. We're most likely going to watch this stock go back below $1 very soon, so I'm not even excited about this move. Look at this one right here. So that was a big gap up all the way from 36 pennies to open around, what was the opening candle at 40 pennies. So wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Open up at $1.40. There you go. Open up at $1.40, and then we just instantly see rejection off that high. Never really made a move off that to the open, and straight to the downside to go test support at $1. So right now, successfully, I will say for now, successfully, not even successfully, because we did break below $1 all the way up to 90 pennies, and now trying to hold up of $1. We might just go back below $1 very soon on this one. So be careful for anyone who is trading EVOC. It could just bag you, and especially if you're not being careful about your risk management. AMC now only 7 pennies in the money, so I'm thinking about taking some more size off. That way, in case it does come back to the downside, we're not too worried about how much of a size we're gonna have to take a hit on. So let's see if we can get that fill. They're not gonna fill me on the taking away liquidity, so we can just patiently wait on the offer here to see what it wants to do for us. Someone's putting ATER in the chat. Where do you see its future? Sadly, I can't see the future, so I can't tell you what the future is going to be. But what I can tell you is for now, ATER looks like it's stuck in a range, does not want to break out of that range. If volume does show up later on in the day, today's relative volume being less than 2 on ATER, I don't think we're going to see anything too fancy of a move on this stock. But if we do end up seeing something fancy, then it will be nice to see the stock break out of the range that it's stuck in the pre-market range at the moment. So, but obviously, like I mentioned, I can't see the future. I don't know what's going on. Only thing I can do is patiently wait and see if I have any levels to trade off of it.
Brad, the pantry on the chat asks, can you go over Meta earnings come tomorrow? Well, that's right. Meta earnings are Facebook coming tomorrow after the close, guys, which means we will first have to wait until earnings come, and then we can kind of judge on that, right? But all we can do now is to take a look what Facebook doing right now. We're down more than 3% on the day. Again, markets and overall drop affects other names also today. Low of the day is 179.51, and again, as markets trying to go higher, Facebook does the same today. And we will see if more strength and volume will come and if it will able to do so.
Where are we going to? Don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, so where are we going next? Please give me your thoughts on Microsoft earnings today. I have no thoughts. I don't have thoughts on earnings, guys. Anyone asking me questions about earnings, I'm just going to keep on repeating the same thing as a broken record. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know the future. I simply have no clue what the earnings reports will come out as. I will maybe at 4 o'clock, if you want me to jump on and steal the mic from Arun or Neil to tell you what my opinion is after reading the report, I'll gladly do it. But you probably want their opinion instead of mine at that time of the day anyways. So if anyone asking me about earnings report, my answer is not going to change. I have no opinions about earnings. I don't know how earnings will come out before earnings come out. So I'll just have to wait for that 4 o'clock, 4:10, 4:20, whatever time earnings report come out to disseminate the information and trade the information, or just trade the level 2 or the time of sales when I get it. It's that simple. I have no clue what the earnings are going to be for Google. I have no clue what the earnings are going to be for Microsoft or Facebook on that note. So let's move away from the earnings play over there and just wait for them to come out. In the meantime, we're going to go look for some other trades. Maybe we haven't looked at GME in a while, so let's go take a GME at the moment. GME, man, one more time cracking to the downside. We have been watching GME hold up in front of 150 and holding up at 150 still quite a good time, not really pushing too far downside off of that. But right now, we're looking at GME down 6 full percent, almost 1 million shares before lunch. It's pretty rare for GME to have 1 million shares before lunch, so very good to notice that we're getting pretty close to that price right now. Well, not price, we're getting pretty close to that volume on GME. Only about 20 minutes left, so I'm not sure we do get to 1 million on this stock. Not enough relative volume on GME either. I'm pretty sure. What happened to my trade ideas? What the heck? Someone messing with my computer?
Meanwhile, Gerardo Fuerta says, is Tesla coming back this week? What is Tesla support? Well, again, we were talking about that 900 Tesla broke a lot of support levels today, to be honest, but 900 level is another strong one. So trying to hold it as hard as it can, but again, guys, we will see if more negativity or any bad news come. We never know. If we break that 900 level, we will go to that 990s, 980s, and yeah, just be ready. But looks like, again, as I said, we're gonna move kind of sideways right now and trying to hold that 900 level. If we hold that, and another day will be positive, or more positivity will come during the power hour, of course there will be more chances for Tesla. But again, it looks like a very negative morning already. Like 9% to the downside for Tesla, 3% for QQQ. And again, the only thing I would hope for Tesla is to not to get to SSR area. I mean, would be nice if Tesla, because it's like this close to get on SSR again. It's short sale restrict rule when stock is down more than 10%. If you need more information on that, make sure, guys, you follow up with our educational channel. We post educational content every weekend on our main Trader TV Live channel, but we used to have educational channel. We don't post there anymore, but plenty of great videos in there. And as you can see, how to trade SSR stocks, short sale restricted explained, pro tips, and many more videos, guys. This is Market Wisdom by Trader TV Live, so make sure you're following up.
Thank you, Miss V, for that. Looking for some opportunities. Market still trying to play with the lower day over there. Not really sure what the market wants to do just yet. I did mention we have a 100-point move on NASDAQ to 13K if it wants to go down there. S&P 500 also has another about 8-point move to 14,000, not 14,000, sorry, 4,200 or even 4,195 or a little bit around those areas if it does want to get down there. So patiently waiting to see what the market wants to do. It could very well bounce off of these areas, very well could go straight down those areas to the ground side and take out those levels. So not sure what we will see just yet. Keep in mind, in another 15-20 minutes, volume will start decreasing rapidly because of lunchtime. So if volume does not decrease during lunchtime, I'll be pretty surprised off of that.
I can see a few people talk about NUTX. It's halted. I can see, guys, that like we halted at 7.59. The opening price for me now says 6.71. And again, I don't see any news in that name. And like we have 314 million free float, which is not that low float name. And it's advanced medical equipment and technology. So not sure what's going on in here, but yeah, just 2 million volume on that name. But let's wait and see where this halt will open.
Yeah, NutX halted at 671 and looks like it'll open pretty much right where it halted. So not sure what it wants to do on this one. Obviously, since it's halted, I can't really do anything but I can't even talk about it. There's nothing to talk about this right now. So we'll just come back to it when it unhalts. We'll see when it does halt. We'll see either it rip up more or go back to the downside. Maybe we can go look at some levels over here. NUTX. Maybe we can go look at some levels over here. It looks like the stock goes crazy all the time. So April 4th, we saw it go from $10 to $52. Okay. And then in the next few days, we say it come all the way right back to 385. So it looks like a lot of games are played on this stock, a lot of nonsense, a lot of traps can be set up on this. Exactly. Look at this daily charts. Are you kidding me right now? What is this stock? Like, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Like, on one day, the stock went from $109 to $200. The stock's a joke. Yeah, be careful for anyone who's even dabbling with this. This is an absolute trade and a half for you to make money or a trade and a half for you to lose money. So just be careful on what direction you're going to be trading in. I'm going to be staying away from this one without a doubt. Just look at the daily chart. That's insanity at its finest. Right now, though, it does want to do some nasty stuff again. Looks like we're halted around a pretty decent area near $7 or so. If $7 does break out, maybe we go to 10, and then maybe we do some more wild stuff all the way to all the way to the upside. But this stock is absolutely crazy right now. NutX indeed halted and trying to go even more to the north side, maybe based on the past past few months records that we've just witnessed on this stock. Very much of a meme stock without a doubt. Looks like it's about to go crazy one more time. NutX equals BBIG. Is it actually? Is this BBIG?
I believe BBIG is Vinco Ventures, no?
Yeah, isn't BBIG just Vinco Ventures? Yeah, no, someone, maybe he just meant it as a, or he or she just meant it as a meme stock equivalent. All right, moving away from NetX until it opens, we can't really do anything on that side. Disney, thoughts on Disney? Disney, obviously, another day, another downside. I guess when the market's down, can't really expect Disney to be booming to the north side. Uh, I still don't know at what price point I want to be investing in Disney. To be honest, I'm still being very patient on my investing side. On me investing side, I don't know why I became British over there in my head for a second. I was just thinking, oh, me investment side, mate. But no, Disney. I need to own Disney as a portfolio into my portfolio, but I just don't know at what prices right now. But that being said, I think maybe not because ESPN is a joke. Uh, uh, there's a lot of other things that Disney owns that's a complete joke. So maybe I don't know. I don't even know if I want to. It's a battle that I'm gonna have with my own thought processes and so on. And one day I'll come up with an answer. But for now, Disney just going off the daily chart over here, 3% to the downside, struggling every single day. Obviously, we were looking at that 120 level not too long ago. Today, we opened up pretty close to 120. Pre-market level consolidation high was exactly 120. And from there, all the way to the demolition city, down 3% goes Disney. At this point, I can even see even, sorry? NUTX halted down. Thank you, Victor. NUTX apparently opened up and halted straight down. So as I said, this could be a stock where you can make a ton of money or you could lose a ton of money. The stock is very much crazy, and hence I do not want to be a part of this game. If I want to lose, I'd rather lose $1 million trading Twitter than lose $1 million trading NUTX. It just doesn't make sense. At least on Twitter, I can make up an excuse as to why I lost. On NUTX, I can't even make up an excuse. I'm just sitting there confused, lost as to what's going on. Who rugged me? Who put me onto the stock, and I'm just absolutely lost on it at all times. So now only up 38%, but this could very well halt back into the north territory the same way it halted on the down territory. It's going to be very busted. It's going to be very insane. Just be very careful. Whoever's doing it, make sure you're playing with stops. If you don't have a stop out, you're most likely going to be the one who's getting burnt on this one. So be very careful, please.
Prad, another name that has been recently halted, BKKT. Again, we were halted, down went all the way to the downside, and now looks like we are trying to go back higher. And let's see if we will go to that day highs at 4.74. But looks like that's what BKKT is doing. And also, I saw that a few people talked at Tesla again back to that 900 level, and that's true. We're moving sideways, like in this range, 910, 95. I would be also really careful with Tesla also, so because we can break to the downside anytime, or again it's a great level for us to go higher. So we just wait until more volume. Well, we have 23 million volume on Tesla, which is good, but would wait until Tesla shows strength where it really does want go, and as I speak, trying to break that 901 level to the downside. I will still hit that.
Just looking at some other stocks here, just quickly changing some of my charts back to what they should be. I am in this stock, I'm not in this stock, so we can flip away from this one to this one over here. So looking at Microsoft at right now, still around 272, and Apple back down to 158.50 areas. So market's still struggling because Apple and Microsoft can't really find a way to bounce off these lows all the way back to VWAPs or whatever zones that I think they belong in. Apple earnings report coming in very soon for Apple. I believe that's going to be a big earnings report and really dictates what direction the market might move into. So everyone's patiently watching or everyone's patiently waiting for that Apple report. Microsoft today, Google today. So big earnings week over here. Let's go take a look at NVIDIA. I know we were talking about AMD that Miss V traded in the morning. NVIDIA today, its partner in crime. Another 5% move to the downside goes NVIDIA, struggling with 28 million shares traded. Looks like we opened at 197, but we did get a high of 201 in pre-market. I'm not even sure if that high is legitimate. So opened up near 197, and pretty much since the open, straight timber all the way down to 187 or so. almost $10 move over there. Yeah, big $10 move coming in on Nvidia today for anyone who was able to capitalize on that nice 5% drop on our another favorite chip maker of the world. But let's go see what Intel or Micron or some of the other ones are doing. Intel also big time down today, down 2.4%. Micron, let's go see what this one's doing. Ooh, Micron looks big time down also. 3.5% down on Micron. So all chip makers in general. I do know I saw SOXL on the down gappers. Yeah, there we go. SOXL, wow. Down 10% on SOXL. Isn't SOXL... it is the long side. SOXX is the long. SOXL is the long. SOXX. No, which one's the short side? SXOX? Neo, what's the short side semiconductor ETF? SOXS? Yeah, I got it. SOXS, yeah. So SOXL is the long side semiconductor ETF and SOSX is the short side. So obviously SOXL being the long side and all the semiconductors getting beat down pretty hard, this ETF is reflecting to you what the downside is in the overall sector. That is big time downside. Another sector that we can go look at is maybe XLF, financial ETF. And that is right. Thank you for reminding me, Wave 3 Trader. SOXX is 1 times. SOXL and SOXS are 3 times leverage off that ETF. So thank you for reminding me. I usually mention that every time I do talk about that. XLF, financial ETF, today down 1.3%. These are your Goldman Sachs, your Morgan Stanleys, and your Wells Fargos and so on. Basically your financial banks, showing that even banks are weak today in this market currently. Second day today is Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so second day today. Yesterday we started off with a little bit of a weakness, but then the market ended up showing us some strength into the close and actually going up higher into the close. But today I think this was the actual move in the market that we should have seen yesterday, but we didn't really see it yesterday. So now we're seeing that darkness loom over the market one more time.
Yeah, the darkness started right after Netflix earnings, and actually on this negative day there are some companies that doing great. Thank you for C4 Kami to bringing us ARCH. Arch Resources reported better than expected earnings. We are 19% to the upside on the day. Great job. We didn't even touch VWAP up to the downside. And again, C4 Kami asked, when do you think is a good time to get out? Well, I can only take a look at levels with you. High of the day is 115.60, and actually we have a resistance level in there. Here we have it 159, I would say 159. So we're basically very close in there, and Arch now moves to the sideways. And let's see, if we break that level, we're definitely all-time high on this. No, we have a lot of room until all-time high, but again, we are now at this strong resistance level at around 159, 158.80. So I would pay attention to this level.
So yesterday, obviously, Neil was mentioning the Raptors game. I know I said Raptors might lose. I was just, messing around a little bit because obviously, look at this. I bet on Raptors winning yesterday. I actually had a little bit of a different bet. So I almost screwed up on this bet yesterday. So let me show you what exactly it was. It was this one right here. So the bet was either they win by 1 by 5, 16 by 20, or 11 by 15. And I bet a total of $35.22. But what I missed out is the middle part, which is 6 to 10. I missed out the 6 to 10. Thankfully, they didn't win 6 to 10. They ended up winning between 11 to 15. So I ended up cashing out that side of the bet. I missed out on winning the bigger bet by literally 1 point. All I needed was one more point on the Raptors, and I could have cashed out a nice 155 payout for a $10 bet. Would have been basically a more than $100 win on the night. But whatever. The next Raptors game, we'll try to see if we can cash out a little bit more. Might have to bet against my team there though, because we might just catch a L game 5 this time. Anyways, that was a good Raptors game over there that Neil mentioned, so I just had to talk about it. Something that I remember. Looks like Apple is actually going to take out the low a day there. It's moving towards 158. 158 about to be tested. Looks like actually we broke 158 by about 15 pennies or so. And now trying to find support at 158. S&P 500 going towards that 42,000 level. Let's see if we actually break the 42,000 level, go down to 41.95, 41.90, and then start curling back to the upside on the day. Or is this the doomsday event on the market where we just continue going lower and lower and lower and lower and never really see a proper uptick towards VWAP on the day? And looks like that could very well be something that we're looking at, because Microsoft is heading towards the low a day also near $272, and Apple near $158. So if both of these are going to struggle, I'm not sure how NASDAQ is going to hold up. And if NASDAQ goes even more lower, then most likely S&P 500 will take it down with it.
Tesla is on SSR down 10.26%, guys, and we lost more than $100 on the day so far. So yes, we're now at 895 level. Let's see. I'm kind of crazy that we're down 10% on the day. What did Tesla do? Probably Tesla is not really happy about Elon Musk buying Twitter and jealous a little bit.
Yeah, big down move, $102 with 24 million shares. So now this SSR will be on tomorrow also. So let's see how much lower can Tesla go from here. But obviously, a little bit of it has to be with whatever's going on Twitter and Elon. I'm not sure if this move is that substantial or warranted. Sorry, I don't think this move is that warranted for Tesla. It might just whipsaw right back to the $1,000 level. But today though, notice the pre-market holding at 1K, very tight. We saw maybe a high of only like 1,008, and that too looks like it's an 8 o'clock candle. So realistically, the high of pre-market was 1,002, and ever since then, the stock has just been completely getting smacked to the downside. Bill Gates is shorting Tesla. He's been short Tesla for a long time. It's not something new. It's nothing new that you're telling us right now. And it's not new information in terms of that he's adding more shorts. He's been short Tesla for a long time. He has about a $500 million short position. That's not the sole reason why the market is being pushed down. That's not the sole reason why Tesla is being pushed down. Sorry. So the main new reason why Tesla is getting clapped today is probably because of Twitter and everything around what Elon's doing. You know, if his mind is so diverted between Twitter, Tesla, Boring Company, SpaceX, which looks like to be his main mission of his life, it seems to be SpaceX. Obviously, my main mission of my life would be SpaceX over Twitter also, or Tesla also if I was Elon, because space is more interesting. It's less ventured, more interesting. So I'd be more interested in that too. So nothing wrong with him. He's a guy who only has 24 hours in a day, and you can only put so much of that in so many businesses. So Tesla did take a beating off that, but I think Tesla could very easily jump right back to those crazy levels that we're used to watching. Now, who knows the future? I for sure don't. I really don't know. Neuralink too, that's another one. Starlink, Neuralink, that link, this link, everything's being linked together in the Elon ecoverse. So if everything does end up being linked together in the Elon ecoverse and the Elon ecosystem and ends up gelling together, I don't see why Tesla doesn't piggyback off that move right back to the 1K levels. That's my opinion. I think we'll see Tesla back at 1K not very soon, but in a decent time span. Obviously, everything depends on what NASDAQ wants to do in the near future, what the S&P 500 wants to do in the near future. We already talked about how Danielle Shea was talking about a possible 10K on NASDAQ. If NASDAQ hits 10K, Tesla is not going back to 1K. It's that simple, right? So if NASDAQ goes that far to the downside, I don't think Tesla has time to go back up there just yet. But this company is too beautiful to fail. There's going to be always people who love Elon and just piggybacking on Elon forever and ever.
Yeah, I personally want to take it even as like, I remember that they said last time we were around this level, like, oh, maybe it's a good level to buy maybe fractional shares of Tesla. It's still like expensive, guys, right? $896. But maybe, yeah, we have some time to think if it's a good time for Tesla to invest, and maybe when this news kind of fade and leave Tesla alone, we will see jump to the upside, and probably we will very soon. And again, guys, 1,045 people participated in our poll on Tesla. A majority of us were right. Tesla is on SSR, but I wanted to pay you attention, guys. 1,046 people participated in the poll, and we have only 500 likes. So please, if you're the one who voted but didn't like, please do so, because we're always here for you and we need your support team.
Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, we have a guest trader getting ready to come on. You guys haven't seen this beauty yet. He's a little shy, so let's be nice to him. Don't make fun of him, and don't make him too. You know, I don't want to see too many nice comments either about how good looking he is and everything. You know, be nice and then don't boost his ego at the same time is what I'm trying to say. Is your chart ready, my friend?
Looks like it. Looks like it.
Is that the trade? You're going to probably have to bring that chart to this screen, to the left screen.
It's on the left screen.
All right, awesome. So let's start off with a little bit of an introduction first, a little bit of a drum roll, quick little notes before I even put you on. Be closer to the mic. That way they can hear you. It's going to be a little bit harder for them otherwise. So welcome, everybody, to Spencer. What's up, buddy?
Thanks for finally having me on, Brad.
It's been a while. We keep trying to get you on, but you're always so shy
you
about
to let
it.
me on. But,
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's the other way around now. Now, finally, we get you to be on here after tons of peer pressure. Can't wait to see what type of trades you have. I mean, obviously, I get to see what type of trades you have every day. But new look, new eyes for all of our viewers. So if you don't mind, just a quick little run through of your trading journey over here at the floor, and then we can dive right into your stock.
Yeah, so I started out last April, actually, as a trainee. And I really had no trading experience coming into this. Took me a few months before I really started to figure out, you know, what I was doing here. And, you know, I figured out my playbook as the months went on, and I've been sticking to that. Found out what works for me, and just running with it.
The comments, man. Geez, you guys only hire attractive people. You guys only hire models. Chill out, Batman. Holy, these comments are wild right now, man. Clearly, they don't hire only beautiful-looking people because I'm here. But for the most part, yeah, looks like we only hire 6 feet beautiful-looking guys so far. So I don't know what's going on over there. No, all jokes aside, beautiful journey that you've had so far. We got to witness you blossom like a flower, man, and I'm very glad to see all the crazy stuff that you've been putting into the trade so far. So let's dive into your trade today. Looks like you traded Ford.
Yeah, so this morning I decided to trade Ford. We had a bit of a catalyst with them starting the production of their F-150 Lightning vehicles. I tried trading it yesterday with little success. So today I decided it's around the 15 level that I really like, so I'm going to play around that. We rallied into the close yesterday, so my initial thought is to look long, also with the catalyst. So I tried to get long in front of 15. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. I'm playing tight risk here, so I'm just getting out if it breaks 15. You can see here it starts to form a little bit of a consolidation, so I'm thinking, okay, I'll enter scalp mode here. Get long just before 15, get out at the top of the consolidation. Eventually it breaks through 15, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to give this one last shot on the long. Around 14.95 there. Obviously that doesn't work out as well. So the market's getting hammered at this point, and that's when I realized, okay, maybe I should start thinking short. So starts consolidating here again around the 1490, 1485 level. I get short, and now I'm just holding it. I'm gonna try and short any pops. I'm gonna get out if it breaks VWAP, and I'm trying to cover my short in the 60s and the 50s here.
I'm sorry, I'm just having way too much fun just reading chat right now. I didn't even bother looking at your trades, man. These chats are hilarious. Chats popping off. Nicole said, or I think it was Nicole or somebody said, I can't even hear him. His teeth are perfect. They're not even listening to you, bro. They're just watching you right now. They're not even listening to you. No, beautiful trade over there. I know you've been calling out that forward level for like a couple of days now. Yeah. So you've been preparing for it. You've been watching it. Beautiful execution off your setup. There's a reason why we call you Mr. Mustang GT Turbo V10 in the chat, baby.
I've had a lot of success with Ford.
That's right. That's his name. There's a reason why you call him. He is Mr. Henry Ford himself. Just better looking and taller than Henry Ford, probably. All right, guys. Thank you for having Spencer. Guys. Thank you for making him feel great. Thanking him for, man, this guy was so shy this whole time. You guys don't understand. Every time we would tell him to jump on, he would never jump on. And finally, we got him to do it. Thank you for making him feel special, chat. You guys are awesome. Smash that like button for that beautiful long trade, or sorry, short trade first. And then he attempted a long, I believe, and then went back short on Ford. Very well executed. Let's go look at Ford over here. Let's see what it's actually doing. Ford, man, $15 level. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he capitalized on that. Even though Ford was above 15 for the most part, right here. Once he saw that level, he took advantage of it, smoked it to the downside. Beautiful execution once more. All right, where are we going to? Hey, Prad, you're sexy. All right, calm down, calm down. Which one? NUTX. Thank you, thank you. Are you trading NUTX there, Victor? We got to get you on the show, buddy. Victor over here talking about NUTX, and I think he's smoking NUTX trades. We got to get you on the show too soon, though. Yeah, Victor, thank you for calling out NUTX. He's watching it right now. NUTX halted one more time to the upside direction. Now actually took out the high a day and halted at $6.91. Looks like... Looks like NUTX wants to actually open at $7.25 now. So let's see how much higher can this one go to. I'm still seeing a lot of comments about Spencer over there. So where are we going away from this one? For Prad for being awesome. Thank you for the super chat, Andrea. I appreciate that a lot. Thirsty Spencer Tatum. Okay, that's what we're calling him now. Thirsty Spencer Tatum. That's his name now. You listening, Luca? Yeah. Long after a halt down on held $6, long 604. So looks like you're talking about NUTX over there, Daniel. So yeah, congratulations if you are long on NUTX around $6 or so. Obviously it halted on the first time up, but instantly ripped down. Hopefully, right now though, this does want to open higher off the halt. So it halted at $6.91 and it wants to open at $7.25. So this could very well be the open drive that takes, there we go, we're open. We open at $7.05 and now it wants to push back down. We're going to instantly halt on the way down here on this move probably. Let's see if we can hold up in front of the halt price, which was $6.91. Nope, we're already below it. We can't find buyers in front of $6.91. Come on, let me see some action over here. I'm gonna filter the tape. There we go. Some action going on. Filtering the tape for 299 shares or more only. So 300 shares or more is the only thing I want to notice on. Let's see if we can get more action coming in on NUTX. Trying to heat up one more time over here right now. Brad has a square jaw too. What are you guys talking about, man? You guys are so weird. Show some charts. Yeah, we're looking at NUTX right now. You gotta put NUTX in YouTube banner. I can't control that YouTube banner. Maybe tomorrow we can do it. I'm not sure. I can't control that side. I love that NUTX dipped for me to get in earlier. Let's go. Awesome. Yeah, NUTX still ripping up in a beautiful way right now. Sky H and INDO are consistent. Oh, now Nicole Harris can actually talk now that I'm joking, Nicole. I'm joking. I'm just having fun with you. Sky H apparently is consistent, and so is INDO. Sky H on Amex. Let's go check out what this chart's looking like on Sky H today. Sky H very sideways trading after the opening drive and the pre-market push. Looks like we're seeing rejection of VWAP, but not really anything past that happening on Sky H at the moment. So let's see. Oh man, we're on we're on that side. I'm sorry. Shut up, lol. Sorry, I thought we were on charts. My apologies. But yeah, Sky H trading very much sideways and under VWAP ever since the opening drive. Let's see if we can actually find buyers coming in after lunchtime. We're at 12:14 right now, so we're just going into lunchtime. We still got quite a big day ahead of us. Market movers still got 2 more hours to go, so maybe volume can pick back up at 1 o'clock, maybe later on after 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock or so, allowing stock Sky H to rip up like crazy. That's my hope, but we'll see if that actually happens. Already up 18% though, with 17 million shares traded. S&P 500 trying to bounce one more time off those 4,200 levels, and looks like it did successfully. About 9 points in the money right now for anyone who took the long. Obviously, I have no entry. If we do go back down there, maybe I'll think about a possible long entry on S&P 500 near that 4,200 level. NUTX for a swing. Did it open? NUTX did open back up, and so it's trying to go north. Obviously, now we're looking at 770, 782 is the high a day. Volume is now 6 million or almost 7 million shares traded for the day. Let's see if we can do something. Where is it? NUTX relative volume, 24 million shares on NUTX relative volume. All right, JD is taking off. Why is JD taking off? So JD Chinese stock should be basically not taking off, should be going to the downside. But JD currently, 2.7% to the upside today, going higher. Volume increasing also. It's a good call out. For some reason, JD is absolutely rocket launching. Let's go see if BABA or NIO is doing anything along those lines. I'm not really noticing BABA do anything. BABA is still down 1 full percent on the day. Where are we going to? NIO doing anything crazy? NIO still down to NIO still under VWAP, still down 4.5% and not really doing much at the moment. So JD for some reason just waking up and blasting off right now, just absolutely blasting off. Can I check NKTX? NKTX today down 12%. I know the stock was crazy yesterday, so look at the daily candle there. Yeah, NKTX absolutely crazy yesterday. Down today though, and still in yesterday's range if you ask me. So if you look at the daily VWAP, we're holding above the daily chart VWAP, which is around $15.27. Today's low is $15.48. So still finding buyers around that price. Let's see if we can actually continue holding off at this price, or do we break down lower to the $12 support areas, $12, $13 support areas for NKTX. If it does manage to find support in these areas, then I think we'll have more moves to the upside coming in later on. But it's pretty hard to want higher moves in the current market environment when everyone is just predicting doomsday, downside, bad trades to be shown every side.
Yeah, that's right. And guys, I came back to see that we are now at 621 likes. If Playmaker 88 watching us, I'm pretty sure you're looking for that 666 number in likes. Team, please support. And again, if 1,200 people participated in the poll, you have all the ability to smash that like button. So if you watch us from your phone, please close the chat for a second, smash that like, come back. If you watch from TV or lurking in the background, again, guys, it's very important to us. If it wouldn't be, we would never ask you, but if you ask, it is important, of course. And yes, Tesla is at 893. We're moving to that 880 level. Let's see if it will happen today. But again, crazy day. QQQ though, indeed, trying to go a little bit higher. Thank you, HPDSS just smashed it. Thank you, guys, and we actually exceeded that 666 level. So thank you very much. We also, I see Jared says BKKT getting spicy. So let's take a look at that. BKKT have news again related to Apple and Google. And indeed, oh my God, like you remember, we went all the way to the 4.25. Then the last time I was keeping an eye on that name, we were trying to go back to this high of the day, and we now broke it. So this name definitely deserves rocket ship. We're now nearing $5 on BKKT, Prad.
Yeah, BKKT. I'm just going to hop on that in a second. I'm looking at Twitter right now. Someone mentioned, I think it was Omar Issa. Omar Issa mentioned you might like a Twitter long right now, Prad. Yeah, good call out over there. Pretty close to lower days 76 cents and $49.76. So obviously I'm long right now at $49.99. Let's see. I already took out some exits, quickly scalped out some exits on the way up already. We're still holding a good chunk of our size over here. Let's see if this can move up to the north side and actually do something for us that could work out in a good way. At the moment, obviously Twitter, we've been working with it quite a bit yesterday and today. 131 trades on Twitter, most trades on any stock for me today at the moment. So let me also pull up Twitter over here, that way I can manage my trade real quick. 49, what's the lower day? 849. What is the low? Well, that changed completely. Lower day was 49.70 something, right? Let me just go here. Twitter, 49. What was the lower day? 49.76. So we'll put our stop around there. Actually, I know what I want to do for my stop. I'm gonna do this. I'll do bang, 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 and donezo. So we'll move away from this one right here. And now we'll come back to BKKT that Miss V was talking about on New York. BKKT on New York, still moving up north, still taking off, does not want to do anything but rip city at the moment. 16% on 16% on 17% on BKKT. About to go see if we can continue ripping past the $5 level right here that we're looking at high day, $5.12. Let's go see if BKKT has any levels that we can find on the dailies. No levels that really interest me other than the $6 and the $8 level. So let's see if we do get to $6. Maybe there's a trade to be made, but right now no short trade for me, and obviously I'm not going long on this one. The other stock that we were more interested on, NUTX. NUTX is doing what? So NUTX did rip up to almost $8 over there. $7.87 is the high a day, and now coming back to the previous halt prices areas, which was $6.94, $6.91, I believe, or even $7 flat. Let's see if NUTX finds support at these $7 areas and manages to keep on ripping up north side like it wants to.
Indeed, guys, I'm a little bit proud of myself because even Neil messaged me saying congratulations being up on Tesla today on such a crazy day. Such an honor for me to hear this from Neil, and indeed I'm like around $9 up on Tesla today. I had two shorts here at 928 and another at 908 level. Again, like if we take the whole percentage of this move to the downside, it's like straight move to the downside. Could be better, but again, it's profitable, and I had plan behind that. And again, I always stick to my risk management because you all know Tesla, it can spike back to the upside anytime it wants. So yes, thank you so much, Neil. I'm also proud of myself that I was trading not only Tesla today but AMD also, and that short also turned profitable for me. I will put well bear And just to say that, guys, be kinder to yourself, and also when you're having some success, go tell yourself in the mirror, you're doing great, and be proud of yourself no matter what.
That was a beautiful long on the futures over there. S&P 500 making a nice move off of the 4,200 level all the way up to now 42.18, 42.20 almost. So a beautiful 20-point move on the market. Let's see how much higher can we get out of this move on the S&P 500. Nasdaq also making a nice move off the lows over there. Looks like Nasdaq low was around 13,100, so slightly below 13,100, 4 points below that, but still making a nice reversal move almost to, I think it's actually above the 50 period EMA and the 100 period EMA that we're looking at right now. Let's see if this move can be extended to VWAP. On this move, I'm guessing Apple and Microsoft are actually doing good. Yeah, Apple bouncing off the 158, nice lower day long for anyone who took that on Apple. Microsoft also 272 double bottom long coming into play. If you did go long anywhere near 272 tens or so, you were basically risking about 20 to 30 cents on the downside for a possible reward of multiple dollars that you're getting right now to the upside. So here's the trading opportunities that we always talk about, the beautiful risk to reward ratios. Obviously, I did not have an order out, nor was I looking for a trade over here on Microsoft, so we missed out on that opportunity. I think we could have taken the trade on Apple over here though, but yeah, we were too busy not taking that trade on that side, sadly, so we missed out on that opportunity also. Do you play the guitar? Can I get the line on it? What the heck is going on?
Can you play guitar? What?
I don't know. I'm just
Kevin
reading
O'Leary was
comments.
playing guitar on the show today.
I'm just reading random comments right now. Sorry?
Kevin O'Leary was actually playing a little bit of guitar on the show today.
On the show?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that man's a little special over there. Let's see. I think he can play a ukulele too. I think I've seen him play a ukulele or something. Obviously, ukulele, guitar, same instrument, strings. They do the same thing at the end of the day. So I guess if you can play one, you should be able to play the other one.
Do you play any instruments?
Sorry?
Do you play any instruments?
No, but I make, like, I used to make music off of a piano. Like, I don't know how to play the piano, but like I'll go off the ear kind of. Like I'll play like one note, I'll play the other note, then I'll play a couple notes together. If I like it, I'll put it together.
Nice.
But like I don't know how to actually like do it myself.
Notes. You don't know notes, or how you say them.
I'll look up like chord structures, like, oh, I know how to do this chord or that chord, or if I don't know how to play it, I'll Google it and I'll play it, and if it matches the beat that I'm making, then yeah, I'll use it. But if you're telling me like, oh, play A flat minor, I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. I don't know what the heck A flat minor is or B flat minor is. I'll just do it. That's
play
pretty much
Kanye
it.
West on piano.
None of that. I can't do that. One day, maybe one day.
Brad, real quick, so we are into the earnings seasons, guys, and I really wanted to show you this board. These companies are going to report after the close today and before they open tomorrow. Thank you, Brad. We have a lot of names in here. Right in the middle, you can see the biggest ones. Yep, we have Alphabet, we have Microsoft, Spotify, Boeing, we have Visa, we have General Motors, yeah, many more. Just make a peek and write in the comments what you are the most excited to trade tomorrow. We have QuantumScape, Tech, I know a few people interested in that. We have Harley Davidson, and more, guys. Exciting, and more to come. This week will be very busy with earnings. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm just we're just having fun in the group chat over there because we're about to get saved on a stock that we were worried about all day. So, that stock was putting me under stress all day. I'm just gonna leave it at that statement, nor do I want to talk about that stock. Anyways, Miss V was talking about earnings board over there. As you guys saw, GM, Google, Microsoft, blah 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 blah. What else is up there? Visa's up there, Harley Davidson,
Boeing,
Capital
Spotify.
One. T-Mobile's up there too. Spotify's up there too. Holy, there's actually a lot of earnings on the board. Boeing.
Yeah.
Pfizer. Okay, yeah. So I think those are the main ones. I see Texas Instrument in that corner, but really, who's really trading Texas Instruments? Not me, as far as I know. So most of the big names over there will be on watch without a doubt. And also, let's quickly go check over here. Make a check, or quickly go check over here. Make a check. I can't even speak English, man. What's wrong with me? Microsoft coming out at 415. Google coming out at 405. Visa at 405. Google at 415. Yeah, I'm talking out loud so you can hear it over there on that end. And those are pretty much all the earnings that we have coming out at the end of the day. So that would be interesting. 4 stocks to basically keep an eye on at the end of the day for anyone who's interested in that. Apple, man, I'm going full Summit 1G over here for anyone who knows what that means. Smashing my table, smashing my computer, smashing my monitor, because we called out that 4200 level and we didn't even take a single trade on that level. So what's the point in calling out levels? Man, if only calls made me money instead of executions, I'd be so dumb rich right now. I'd be so dumb rich. But sadly, executions are what's worth. Executions are where money is made. And just talking about stocks is not where money is made. So anyways, there goes your futures long from 42.01 all the way up to 42.27. 27 points in the money on futures long. Apple being the biggest contributor for that long, going from 158 to almost 159.50. I think 159.50 was a level that Luca mentioned in the morning, right, Luca? You called the iceberg at 159.50? Yeah, so in the morning, 159.50 had a fat iceberg. For anyone who's wondering what an iceberg is, it is basically a hidden order. You show about 100 shares, for example, but you want to take more than 100 shares. This is a mechanic that hedge funds and big-time traders use, so people don't see the amount of size you have on the level 2. That way you don't get front run or people trying to take your fills basically. So that big iceberg over there, I believe Luca made a good trade off that. I'm not sure if Luca wants to talk about it today or tomorrow. Whenever he wants to talk about it, he can. I know Brandon had something to talk about it too. If he wants to today or tomorrow, feel free to do that. So Apple, biggest contributor for the market, 10%, 11% of the market. So obviously if Apple moves up the way it did just there, it's going to help the overall market move up. Microsoft, which is the number 2 biggest basket of both the markets over there, if Microsoft moves up along with Apple, it's going to also help the market move up in a good fashion. And hence we're seeing NASDAQ, which was down more than 3%, now only be down about 2.3%, moving beautifully to the north side, almost back to VWAP. This was the VWAP trade, the VWAP reversal in the market that we've been waiting for almost all day. It just sucks that we didn't capitalize on it. We did not make a trade on it, and now we're just sitting here watching it do nothing. I might actually just quickly go over to Twitter and get back into my long on Twitter over here and risk the break of $50. Let's see if we can take a quick little long over here on Twitter. On risking the break of 50, just a quick little long, 4-cent risk, 5-cent risk, not too much risk being taken for a possible move up, because NASDAQ moved up beautifully, S&P 500 moved up beautifully, Twitter never really broke the low a day ever since it created it near 47.85. So I'm looking to, try taking a trade over here, giving it a tiny risk, but if that risk goes away and gets taken out, then I can get back in closer to 47.85s and try that long over there with more size than I actually have right now. That way I can get into a bigger position, basically, is the idea. Let's see if we can actually do so on Twitter over here while the market is very close to VWAP. Hopefully market doesn't start rejecting off of VWAP before my Twitter takes off, because if that does happen, Twitter could, if market starts going back to the downside, Twitter probably not taking off just yet to that $51 level or even VWAP just yet. Above 2.80 on CYN could get spicy. Where am I typing this? Ooh, I typed in the wrong box. I typed it in my market watch box. This is NASDAQ M22CM. Let me come back here. You're talking about CYN. So let's go to CYN. You said above $2.80 could get spicy or get spicy. So let's go to CYN real quick. CYN $2.80. You're talking about this level right here. We did get that gap fill. I think I do remember mentioning that possible gap fill coming into play yesterday also. So we did get that gap fill on CYN yesterday, but now it looks like we might just see some rejection coming in around 22nd April high. If 22nd April high can be cleared, I think we could have that move back to $3 like the same way as yesterday, maybe even 305 or so. And then maybe we see rejection. So let's see if the stock has some buyers coming in. Keep in mind, we still have 30 minutes for lunchtime to end. So if lunchtime comes to a close, maybe we get a nice little volume increase that could help CYN get spicy.
Volume is needed indeed, as Tesla is, guys, moving to the upside. We broke that 900 level and nearing that 905, 906 level, which kind of, I think, in my opinion, we first need to break in order for me to go long. But I know that some of you went long at 892. So that's great, $10 in the money. Great job, guys. And yes, I would love to see more strength in this name, and I can do both short and long on this name. How can we follow you on Twitter? Zad Harris, it's a great question. Well, first of all, you can do exclamation mark and write socials, let's try it, and Nightbot should send it to you. Or other way you can do this, it's you can go to our Twitter page. I will send you the link for our main page right now. And oh, Isa is back. Okay, Isa, I'm gonna be back to you in a second. So I just sent you a link for our homepage, official homepage on Twitter. You can simply go to 7 people that page is following. You can find here Pratt, Brandon, Neil, Sean, Justin, the marketing guy, and even trader Randy now. So guys, make sure it's a very good way for you to not follow scammers, because a lot of them out there, but make sure that it's our real accounts. And here is Isa Mohammed. I was missing you so much. Thank you, Isa, for your super chat. So cute the way she says Tesla. So cute the way she says Tesla. Tesla. I'm not sure what's about that, but I probably say Tesla 50,000 times per day. So thank you so much, Isa. I hope you are having a wonderful day out there, and Henry Z, meow to you.
Hey, awesome. I'm going to... what was I going to pull up over here? CYN. So whoever mentioned CYN above 280, looks like you got your break above 280. Hopefully that stock can get spicy for you, my friend. So you start making some profits, or add to your profits that you've already made, I'm guessing, because the stock is up 16% right now. Beautiful, beautiful move coming in on CYN today. The best... Where are you guys based in Canada? We're in Toronto, Ontario, my friend.
416, baby.
Market about to rally. Market about to indeed go to VWAP, but let's see if it's going to continue extending past VWAP. NutX is being called out again. I think you just said this market is NutX, trying to make a joke out of it. Makes sense. I like that. But yeah. What I'm gonna do is obviously pull up NUTX when you mention it like that. So NUTX right now 57% up and trying to hold up in front of VWAP, and doing so successfully. So let's see if NUTX can continue doing so. And ooh, nice little bounce right there while we're talking about it. Almost like someone was listening to us and you know, punched along right there. So NUTX waking up a little bit one more time. Keep in mind, only 20 minutes or 35 minutes or so. 25 minutes or so left for lunchtime, so still quite a bit time left. Usually volume picks back up around 1:30 or 2 o'clock, so even if lunchtime comes to an end, we could just be sitting here doing nothing for another hour or so, waiting for the market to wake up. But it looks like market, obviously S&P 500 making a nice little reversal back to VWAP almost, and NASDAQ currently at the, I believe it's the 100 period EMA that I'm looking at, which is 13,200. Let's see if NASDAQ can continue going higher than 13,200 all the way to VWAP, which would be 13,250. And NASDAQ, sorry, S&P 500 VWAP is currently at 4,235.
Please see Johnson, please Sapak, UMSV, and Pradbro. Maybe we can take a look at J&J. I'm pretty sure Arun was trading in the morning J&J. So how's that name doing?
Yeah, let's go check it out. J&J, relative volume less than 2, but still above 1. So not bad on the relative volume end, and it's actually doing nothing but trade sideways. So J&J is flat on the day, 4 million shares. So I would actually continue to say that there is actually not enough volume on here today for the stock to do anything past just do what it's doing right now. Usually a relative volume over 2 or more is something that I have noticed have a good volume, a good relative volume where stocks start moving in one direction or the other. And anytime below 2, anytime over 1 is still good, but 1:1 ratio is not really something that's too exciting, right? So when relative volume goes above 2 is the best part, and J&J today just reflecting that thesis a little bit more. Just flat, trading sideways, doing nothing, trading in about a dollar range or so is what I'm seeing. It looks like it's probably going to do this for the rest of the day. Still awesome. Not sure what you're talking about over there.
I believe
someone
talking about J&J, so that Sears says that he's or she holding J&J since 2020. So just for interest, so J&J, let's see like what we were doing in 2020. So this is 2022. We will open all time, and 2020 is in here. So it's a great profit. Like the low I believe was 111, and now we're like 185. We're almost doubled on J&J, and yes, looks like J&J like long term a great name. It maybe moves slow, but I don't see any crazy moves to the downside, and we are moving higher and higher.
Indeed, moving higher without a doubt. So right now, though, sideways a little bit, but J&J, let's see where this one could end up too. Tesla back to 900 off that 890. I think Neil was talking about how S&P 500 and NASDAQ made a nasty move up over there, and Tesla only moving up to 904 is not a good indication at all. So Tesla could just move right back to the lower days over here, right back down to 890s if the market can't seem to find a way to, stop going to the downside right now. Twitter seems to have gone to the low of day right there. So let's see. Let me quickly go over here. TWTR low of day on Twitter is 49.75. So that being said, let's actually look for a long opportunity near the low of days like we were talking about. We're only a couple pennies away from low of day right now. So Twitter trying to see if we can bounce up from the low of day to right back to the high of days, or are we just going to get burned on this trade and have to call it a day on Twitter right now, trying to battle around that 49.75. Let's see how it trades. Has it taken out that level yet? No, we're still holding on that level slightly. Looking at that looking at the level 2, looks like there could be a little bit of an iceberg action going on, or even what's the other word I'm looking for, people refreshing their orders, or iceberg, either or. But those are good indications for the long direction for anyone who's trying to lean off that level for the long side right now. So tiny pop, nothing too big, nothing too serious, but let's see if this pop will help us get right back to VWAP areas or so. 50-50s is what I'm looking for as a target on Twitter at the moment.
Stone Tart says on the chat, man, BTC getting wrecked today. That's right, BTC is now 38,500. We're down 4.5%. And yes, guys, let's see if Bitcoin will be able to go back to the near that 40,000 level overnight, or will continue move to the downside. Sure. And again, guys, you know that we trade. If you don't, I'm telling you right now, we trade with Day Trade the World prop firm. We're using P-Pro8 platform and available everywhere in the world, unfortunately, except for the US. Again, guys, due to some regulations, I know that company try to do their best to be available there, but it's like very hard, like almost no point. So very sad for me to see when some of you really want to join but can't because of that. Anyways, other than US, it's available everywhere. You can either open office with our Day Trade the World box and trade from your own home, having all the benefits we have. Either you can join existing office. I will definitely send you the link for our website for Day Trade the World website right now. And also my favorite segment, it's we can see most profitable traders for day. This one is actually for yesterday, so those are for Monday. And again, we don't know who these people, where they are located. We know only how much money they made and what markets they were trading. So first place, wow, crazy, 173,000 profit trading Amex, Canadian market, Chicago, Nasdaq, New York, NYMEX. Wow, like literally congratulations. Just such a great job. Second place, we also have a great profit of 30,000 trading Amex Nasdaq. Third place, we have 24,000 profit trading European markets. Fourth place, we have 21,000 profit trading Nasdaq New York. And yes, it's a wonderful job. Proud to be part of Day Trade the World, and again, hopefully once I will be on that list too, guys. Isa Muhammad, another super chat for me and only me. Thank you, Isa. Glad to know that you're having a great day. I'm also having a good day and really want to protect my profit. Again, guys, I was telling you that kind of I'm looking for some longs on Tesla, but at the same time, I don't want to have a FOMO. I already have a profitable day. I have been able to cover my losses yesterday and bring myself back into the profitable territory. So I think I better like now sit on my hands and at least wait until power hour and to see more volume. Larry H says, Valeria, it must be nice to be number one on that list. I bet it must be nice. I just pulled up that list with the best traders for yesterday. 173,000 profit.
Nice.
Not
yeah.
bad, right?
Pretty big over there. Not
Another
even,
one from Isa Muhammad for Queen V. Thank you, Isa. You're the best, making my day every day. I was missing you.
Where am I going next? I'm looking at Apple at the moment near VWAP. Let's see if Apple wants to hold up at VWAP or reject over there. Microsoft also. Microsoft currently at VWAP. Looks like we did get above VWAP, but now trying to trade around those ranges. Hopefully, Microsoft can hold up at this level and Apple can figure out a way to get above VWAP. That way the market can continue ripping up north side, and that would help out our Twitter long that we're in. Where are we going to? I think it's back to the upside. We are in a super volatile market. It's time for a bounce back. You feel me? Hopefully, let's see. I mean, I'm not really sure if it's time for anything that we want it to be. You know, the market will do what it wants to do forever and ever. I think the saying is that the market will be irrational longer than you can be solvent. So that idea is always there without a doubt. So just gotta play the variables that the market gives you instead of trying to predict it. Right now, the variable is obviously the market is down 1.75% for S&P 500 and Nasdaq is down 2.6%. For market to really reverse all the way back up, we need a full 1.7% to get flat and then a possible 1% move to the north side. Not saying it's not impossible. We have seen that move happen before, but it is a little hard for the market to do that today when most of these stocks have been getting beat down. Most of the stocks, especially such as Microsoft, Apple, and Tesla, which is down $100 full today. I'm not sure what it's right now, but it was down $100
Below 900.
before. It is still around 100, yeah.
Probably we've got another super chat from JustMan239. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a profitable day. Saying, my life be like, ooh, ooh. Thanks for putting that song in my head yesterday, y'all. Yeah, indeed. Like, this song plays in my head too since yesterday. And it should be a official soundtrack for market movers now, thanks to Prad.
Yeah, might have to cut a paycheck to the artist, but yeah, if that would be cool if we can get that to happen. Why is this happening to Tesla? No one has the answers. Everyone can speculate on it though, and the speculations are currently clearly Tesla investors don't like that Elon's brain is so scattered. It was already scattered and now it's going to be a little bit more scattered. I personally don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think, investors are just being scared and nothing wrong with it. It's their money. They have all the right to be scared and they have all the right to make the decisions that they want to. Nothing wrong with that at all. I personally don't think that this move is going to hold up for too far. For anyone who knows how Elon operates or loves Elon or believes in Elon, you simply will eat up this down move on Tesla and buy it up for your own long-term portfolio. Let it be fractional, let it be a full share, whatever it is. So on that note, I don't think there is much to talk about why Tesla is to the downside. Everyone can speculate. I for sure am speculating on it. I don't have the real answer. I can't talk to millions and millions of Tesla traders who own Tesla and ask them what they're doing. So my guess is they just don't like what Elon did with Twitter. That's my guess, at my best guess. Maybe Elon sold some shares of Twitter. I don't think that's necessarily true, but who knows? Like Pratt, I don't drive, so I'm on the Lime scooter. I'm not sure what that is either. So Lime scooter, sure. I'm not seeing any tickers in the chat, so I'm gonna go look for tickers myself at the moment. It looks like Veru is on the #1 down gapper today, down 4% with 83 million shares traded. And actually relative volume of 2. So a good relative volume on Viru, however you want to say it. But to the downside today, it looks like it's now down 4.46% and trying to find support in pre-market ranges. We did open around what did we open around? $13.30. So we're pretty close to the opening price. Let's see if Viru is going to end up finding support at the opening price or all the way back to the range low of pre-market range around $13 itself. We have seen the stock do some crazy things not too long ago, so it is very much possible that today it kind of slows down its momentum and the craziness that it usually does, and then tomorrow or another day it picks back up. So we'll keep the stock on the watch list without a doubt, and we'll see what happens in the near future. We still got about 3 more days on this week left, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So still a lot of time for Veru to wake up and do some crazy moves not too far from here.
Brad, stop console wars. My good friend says nothing but emotional or wise investors as usual taking profits, thinking the same thing that others might sell at 1K, then price falls so they can get in cheaper shares. Actually, interesting thought. Yesterday with Brandon, we were talking that those levels like 1,500, like 200, it's all like human factor, and we all, even I personally, pay a lot of attention to that like numbers because they just look appealing or something. So it's interesting thought actually on that 1000s, 100s. And another super chat from Isa. You spoil me, Isa. Super chat number 7, especially for Miss Beauty Valeria. Thank you, Isa. You were so nice and kind, and hopefully one day you will be able to come to our office. And yes, guys, if you're in Toronto, you also can message us, join us, come say hi. But yes, Isa again, sending you all the love.
Someone just asked me what my opinion was on AZZ. The stock is doing no volume, so hence I have no opinion on it. I'm sorry. No day trading opinion on AZZ, and I don't even know what the stock does for me to talk about the investing side, so I cannot talk about this one. Might have to do your own due diligence. Obviously does no volume for me to be interested. Average volume of 123K, That's not enough volume for me to be interested in any form at all on this stock. So moving away from this one, going to go look for other stocks. People were talking about cryptocurrencies earlier. So Bitcoin down 4% today, Ethereum down 4%, Solana down 4%, Cardano down 6%, Dogecoin down 8% after having a 15% move up yesterday. Shiba down also 4%. So it looks like cryptocurrencies one more time getting beat up over there. And usually when we look at cryptocurrencies, we also look at its partner in crime, which is Coinbase. Coinbase now looking at a new all-time low of $128.36, currently trading at $129 on Coinbase. So obviously Coinbase extending its losses a little bit more to the downside after the big crypto moves that we've been watching. Surprisingly enough, yesterday I was very happy to notice that BTC did get back above 40K. So we were looking at 38K on crypto, on BTC, sorry, and BTC jumped right back above 40K. And I was like, okay, maybe this move is really nonsensical, doesn't mean anything because we got back above 40K. But obviously today, instantly back below 40K, all the way down to 38,500. So now it looks like one more time, a little bit scary, a little bit of what are we gonna do with this cryptocurrencies kind of question, but nothing to really do. Just hold on to it and hold on to dear life, right? Hold the gates, hold on to it for dear life, whatever it is that you want to talk about. I did hear that Fidelity today is going to be adding, or somewhere soon, they decided that that's the first financial institution or whatever their label is, to be including Bitcoin under 401k capabilities. So looks like more and more appropriation for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I also read an article, not really sure how true this article is, but Dogecoin is now going to be the official currency of Twitter or something. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but now that obviously Elon is going to be the private owner of Twitter, I could very well see that happening without a doubt. So more craziness coming in for Twitter without a doubt, thanks to the acquisition of Elon. Fidelity, that's the name of the CEO of MicroStrategy. I'm not sure what you're talking about over there. Stop console wars, sadly.
Mikhail C asking to explain what does it mean to open an office with P-Create even at your home. So again, it's a prop firm, and through different procedures, it's like, again, it will be like the same. You can trade absolutely alone, but for the whole system, it will be called like you're having your personal office, I believe. And I know some of traders opened office themselves, right? So is it like just because for the system as a prop firm, it needs to be counted as an office, not like just like one person?
No, it's an office. I mean, you're not wrong. You could have it at your house, but technically you can't have it at your house. Every floor needs to have traders on their platform. So if you're having traders on your platform and your office, right, you're literally gonna have to have people come into your house and trade from your house. I don't know if you want that or if you're gonna enjoy having that, right? So technically, an office is an office. You open up an office. You're opening up a trading floor. You get access to the fund's capital based on how much money you put down. There's a lot of things into it. Obviously, neither Valeria nor I work for Day Trade the World. The best spot for you to get information about Day Trade the World and about how prop firms work will be Day Trade the World directly. So you can go to DTTW.com or message Justin on what's that thing called, on Twitter or any of the social medias that you have Justin on. He is the marketing guy for Day Trade the World. So go on DTTW.com or daytradetheworld.com. Go to contact us. You can sign up for a brochure. You can sign up for a bunch of information pamphlets that they give out to you and learn more in depth about it. But as for the most part, the basic logistics the basic answer is you get to open up a floor, use the floor's capital along with based on how much money you put in yourself and trade off of that. And then to the roof is your potential based on your trading capabilities. As you guys can see, Miss V shows you the daily, the day before how much the top 10 traders made. someone's making 100 grand a day. It could be me, it could be Val, it could be it could be Luca, it could be Victor. You don't know who it is, but the idea of us showing you guys that it is literally the potential of money that you can be making on this said platform. And then if someone's losing 100K, my guess is someone's also probably losing 100K, but honestly it's probably not like that, because our risk management is ridiculous. Our shutdowns are ridiculous. So people really have to learn how to manage risk at the supreme level in order to be a prop trader. Prop trading and trading on your own capital is completely two different things.
Great explanation, Brad.
Do we play with our own money or company money? Well, you're basically playing with company money, but you have a down payment that you're putting as a collateral. So based on that collateral, if you end up losing that collateral, your office shut down, they're not going to give you more money to trade with. It's like kind of simple mechanics, right? The 173K was Sean at home. Yeah, you never know. It could have been Sean sitting at home smashing those Netflix and Tesla trades. You never know who it is. But the idea is not to gloat about, oh, look at me making 100 grand. It's to show you the potential there is on the stock market on a daily basis. If someone's out there using the same platform that I am, making 100 grand a day, what is my excuse for not doing good on that day? Obviously, every trader's different. Everyone's different. Everyone has to trade their own book and their own setups and everything separate. But that potential is there. It's in front of my eyes. What is my excuse? My own level of trading, my own skill level, my own self. That's my excuse on that side. Pay to play. Yeah, pay to play. That's a good way to put it. It's a good that you guys are paying attention. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Moving on from there, Veru does 1295 look like a good entry for a long side scalp to the upside. I would never trade stocks like these for swing trades. That's just me. So I don't know. As a day trader, yeah, I would probably trade Veru, and I have traded Veru, but I would never swing trade these stocks. These stocks could get rug pulled overnight in a second. So I'm not taking that risk, and nor am I giving that trade to anybody. If you personally think you can manage your risk by getting long here or at 12.95 for a swing trade, do it. That's your book, that's your trade. But if you're asking me for my opinion, I personally would never touch this with a 100-feet pull unless it's for a day trade, because I know as a day trade, as long as there's volume on this stock, I can get in and out probably 10 times in a minute and probably take as little hit as I can. But if I was to swing trade this, I'm not managing my risk to the best way I can. Twitter now 18 cents in the money and moving up north. We've been holding our size forever on this trade, finally working for us a little bit. Let's see if Twitter can launch up the way the market is right now. Let's go. Apple just pumped up $1 on the 1-minute chart. Holy Apple, what just happened to you? Apple just went from 159 to 160, but it's slowing down a little bit. Let's see if Apple can continue ripping up past 160. I'm not sure we will see it happen, because 160 is a pretty significant level on Apple, but if we do see it past 160, that's going to help most of the other stocks do something similar. Microsoft now playing from 274 to 275, also got $1 pop on that minute candle. Beautiful spike across the market, and that helped the S&P 500 rip up from almost 5 to 7 points over there on the 1-minute chart, and Nasdaq also ripped up pretty good. Oh wow, look at that. The 50 period EMA and the 100 period EMA converged at the 13,150 price point and bounced off of that. I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with it, but just a nice little notice of what's going on the overall market. And S&P 500 very similar to what Nasdaq is looking like. Now only down 1.5% on the day. Nasdaq down 2.5% on the day instead of being 2 and 3% respectively. Miss V?
Tesla also had the jump like around $3 candle to the upside, but gave up that already. Now we're at 902, so hopefully that will bring more strength into this name, and will push Tesla also high. As you said, QQQ down 2.33% right now. We touched on Viva, we're still sitting on there, but it would be nice to see if we finally break it and bring more positivity into the markets. Neil says NUTX high of the day, and I see a lot of people talk about that one.
NUTX high a day. Yeah, NUTX back to $7.90, $7.80. Let's see if we can continue going up. Obviously, market wants to rip up there thanks to the help of Apple and Microsoft and Tesla and so on. But can NUTX take advantage of this move? Looks like volume is picking up also on NUTX, but we are seeing a little bit of a barrier right now coming in front of $8. But let's see if we can actually rip past $8 on NUTX and continue going north. The market could easily come back down here after having that pop, and that could ruin some of these trades that we were looking at, such as Twitter, which did not manage to get above $50, and NUTX, which did not manage to get past $8 over there.
Another name people talk about is that FRGE, $15 name, 1.800 million volume, but also happened a great spike to the upside on FRGE. And we're on SSR.
FRGE, Forge, FRGE, NY. Forge on New York. Looks like only a 1 million shares or barely 2 million shares though, so I'm not sure if there is any good relative volume on this one. 1.42, not bad, but not great either. I don't think this one continues moving the way it is. Very doubtful of this move right now, of this pop especially, but it is up 20% on FRGE. We've also seen the stock do some crazy stuff, so I'm not sure if it has the volume today, though, to do this crazy stuff that we've been watching it do not too long ago. Currently, with 1.8 million shares traded, average volume of 1.7. So slightly higher than average volume right now. Let's see if we can actually continue going to $16 and higher than 16. Today's high is $15.97. $15.97 on FRGE Forge. That new fee... That's new fee, not British. What? Okay. Moving on from that one. GNS, low float, recent IPO is pumping up. GNS. We remember this one also. So GNS on New York, on Amex. On Amex. Very low volume today, though. Only 200,000 shares traded. 3% up on the north side. So not really sure if there's any trade to be made on this one either. Volume is very, very low. 0.27 relative volume. So that just shows you that there is absolutely no trades to be made on this one right now, for me at least. Lunchtime is over. Yeah, lunchtime is indeed over. Thank you for mentioning that. It is now 1 o'clock, and S&P 500 and NASDAQ both just immediately pushed back to the downside after having that pop. So it looks like Apple also right back to the 159 lows on Apple over there. Twitter just stopped me out on the break of the low a day, so thank you, Twitter, for that stop out. GNS, not GNS, Apple. Apple did go up to 160 as we saw from 159, but immediately went right back to 159. So I'm expecting Microsoft to look very similar, MSFT, Microsoft to look very similar, right back to 274 and actually below 274 on Microsoft. So not looking good across the board on most of these stocks right now. Looks like the market does not have the strength to keep on ripping up north, and we might just go right back to the low of day if the market does not find support in the areas that we are right now, which is 4,214 and 3,150 on S&P 500 and NASDAQ.
And Brad, is Tesla already on SSR, and we still have that poll? Do you think Tesla will get an SSR? I mean, again, guys, the prediction was right. We are right there, and still down more than 10%, actually holding that to the downside. So write in the chat your ideas for new poll, maybe, guys, maybe any other interesting topic you would want to find out, what kind of community think of that. Feel free to drop it on the chat, and I will gladly create a new poll for us. I think that one was super fun and topical, but again, we already know the answer for this. And of course, I cannot not see that 1,476 people participated in the poll, 784 likes. Guys, it's the same YouTube platform, the same video you watch. So basically, would be nice, really, if you support. I know you might like, again, we were talking about that before. I used to watch that videos, and again, it was pre-recorded videos, not even live, when like I'm literally looking at you and asking to like. When people ask like, hey, please like smash the like button, subscribe to channel, and I wouldn't do so, not because like I'm mean or like I didn't want to. I'm like, why. I was just didn't have it as a habit. But I think we're living in the 2022 now. Internet is a very important part of our lives, so it would be nice if we have fun in here. I love Tesla, Michael says. So, all right, Tesla actually. Oh my God! After that spike, we're back to 893 level on Tesla, and I will be looking for poll ideas, and you guys smash the like meanwhile.
Amount NUTX made 40%. Nice, beautiful move on NUTX. Alex, crazy move on NUTX today. 85% up, and you captured 40% of it. So beautiful capture of half the stock move today. So that's a pretty big move, my friend. Congratulations, Alex. On that side, 22 million shares, and just now touching $8.50. Well, $8.63 is the high of the day. So just not too long ago, ripping even more higher, actually taking out the $8 level and moving about 63 cents higher than $8. Looks like NUTX still wants to go a little bit crazy. The fact that we're not below $8 yet shows me that there is a potential second, third, fourth run up over here past the high of day. Let's see if we manage to take out the high of day one more time on NUTX and just rip. So far, that has been the story. First scale out. Okay, you're talking about NUTX. FUV oversold, so I bought in at $3.33. FUV on NASDAQ. FUV on NASDAQ, $3.33. Beautiful long. Yeah, beautiful long on the support of $3.33. Look at the consolidation, giving you a nice 10-cent move almost to the north side. And money just poured into your pocket. And that's for, I believe that was Steven G. Absolutely smoking that trade. Congratulations, my friend. Yes, will Google and Softy save the market? That is the question that everyone's asking right now. So nobody knows the answer, sadly, except for Google and Microsoft themselves, and probably the accountants who did the accounting for said stocks. So we don't really know until 4:15, 4:20 today when the reports come out and we're able to read those reports and trade off those reports. So no one really knows the answer for that. FUE has a fairly large short interest. Looks like, yeah, could be 12% down today, but nice little long catch for Steven over there. Or is it Steve? I think it was Steve G. Nice little long catch for Steve G. A nice 10-cent move coming in for him, helping him out with his long today.
Indeed, it's 31.80% short interest on FUV.
Thank you, Miss V. Guesses is going to lose. Poll to see Spencer play of the day around 12 p.m. Eastern in case we at work. Nicole, you just want to see Spencer. That's all you want to do. Let's be real. You just want to see Spencer and tell me I'm wrong. Nicole over here like straight thirsting over Spencer. I think Spencer's taken, Nicole. Take it easy a little bit. Actually, no, I think he's actually single. I'll give you his number if you want. I don't even have his number, actually.
Did you confirm with Spencer?
I don't even have his number, actually. I'm going to have to take his number and then give it to Nicole or something. I don't know. Just looking out for Nicole, you know. Nicole, just being friends with my chat and with my friends over here. Just trying to put two parties together. What's that movie called where he plays Hitch? Was it called Hitch? I think the movie was called Hitch, the Will Smith movie. Yeah, I'm basically just playing Hitch right now. That's all. Any idea what caused the massive green candle in QQQs? My guess is Microsoft and Apple basically doing that $1 move up, and also Tesla bumping up almost $3 over there. Helped the overall market bump up like crazy, but instantly dumped right back to the downside. So it looks like that move had no substance behind it, or maybe someone. We can't really tell why, right? We don't know the exact answer as to why something happened, but we can try to guess on it. And my guess is Apple and Microsoft and Tesla helped it out a little bit. I am taken, but I like to look. I like that answer. Sadly, every time I've used that answer, I got beat up by my girls. So, yeah, I can't use that answer. Sadly, I can't use that answer, but it looks like it doesn't work the same way for the other side. Poll idea: will Google and Microsoft earning turn the market around or crash it further? Right, that could be a good poll to use for sure. When all
which
you
one?
can
Which
do
one?
is look, you do plenty of it. Okay, Neil, it looks like you're talking from experience over there. Funny end to the show here. Still got about a good 50 minutes. Sorry? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Looks like we still got about 50 minutes on the show here, so let's see what other stocks heat up a little bit. Obviously, Nasdaq and S&P 500 do want to go back to the lower day. At least I think they want to go back to the lower day to test for support over there. If lower day gets taken out, then more darkness coming into the market. One thing that I do want to keep an eye on is obviously your Microsoft at levels at 272, I believe. MSFT, yeah, 272 bottom on Microsoft, and Apple 158, yeah, 158 bottom on Apple. If these two levels hold up, then I think the market bounces one more time and does so successfully. If these two levels don't hold up, market's dying. Pratt has someone to look at to his right. That is true. There's a reason why I call her Miss Beautiful We Always. You can, sorry, Miss.
No, I was just like looking for poll ideas, but you said that poll idea, Google and Microsoft earnings turn the market around or crash it further. You think it's a good idea for?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, sure. We're gonna do a new poll, guys. So thank you everyone who participated in that one. Again, 1,500 people. So indeed, I also like that poll myself.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like a good idea right there. What did I have for dinner last night? Poll idea. How does that work? I think Microsoft will have a good earnings. Yeah, that's the hope. You know, I think, I don't know. I have a conspiracy theory that these people who give out the estimates, what's their tag? Analysts. These analysts who give out estimates and stuff, they purposefully give out lower estimates for Microsoft and Google and Amazon and all these big companies, and purposefully give boosted estimates for the lower companies. This is just my conspiracy theory. I have neither proof to prove it or deny the statement, but they most likely inflate and deflate based on some of these companies over there to protect their own investment. That way, if the company comes out beating the analyst estimates, the stock ends up going up, and they look good on their position. And for positions that they're short, they probably purposefully show you negative numbers or lower numbers. That way, when the numbers come out bad or good, they end up manipulating that way. Kind of like how I believe that they do this on upgrades and downgrades all the time. When the company gets upgraded and the company's not really a good company, at least in my eyes, my conspiracy theorist brain gets activated, and I believe that they're only doing this so they can find people to offload their shares off to. So because of that, I don't really believe the analysts as much, but let's see if they actually end up beating it on that note. That's just my theory of it. I don't know if it actually has any substance behind that theory, nor do I know if I can figure out how to prove that theory. So that's just the idea that I have. Apple's still holding up in front of 158.50, which is good. Microsoft is probably around 273.50s, which is also good. So both of them are holding up, and not Microsoft, S&P 500 not really going too far to the downside over there. So I think we do have a chance for the market to not get destroyed just yet. Hopefully it doesn't get destroyed at all and finds a way to go back to VWAP, which it has yet to do so on the market. People are talking about NUTX again. NUTX, let's go check out NUTX. Still moving up north on NUTX. A new high a day, $8.85. Very close to $9 on the stock. So, as I mentioned, the stock was going crazy not too long ago. So what are the chances that it might do it again? And the chances are 100%. Today, we're going to go from almost the low of $4.36 to a high of $8.85. A beautiful move, almost 100% move coming in on NUTX today. Congratulations for anyone who capitalized on it. I know some of you in the chat were talking about capitalizing on a 40% move. So congratulations on that. How will the market react to Microsoft and Google earnings? I'm hopefully turn around.
I will also turn around.
Yeah. Microsoft will be 400 next year. Yeah, I don't doubt that. You know, Microsoft obviously a beautiful company, a great technology company, almost as good as Apple out there. So why not 400 next year or in a couple years from now? But I think market has at least these are points that I see from across the board, such as Twitter and other avenues for where traders like to talk. In those places, everyone just seems to be fearful of the doom, impending doom coming into the market. So if that actually plays out the way people are scared about, I don't know what else to think about from there on. Crash further, money going to China. Oh man, that's gonna be disastrous a little, I guess. If that ends up happening, if more markets just keep on crashing, we're kind of screwed. I know my recent portfolio is already burnt up in flames, smoked up in flames, burnt up in flames, whatever, however you want to put it. So I don't even bother opening up my account now. What's the point? I open my account just to cry at it. I can cry without looking at my account.
Yeah, so many reasons, right? And again, guys, Tesla now at 888. I believe someone was calling for a 886 level on Tesla. So one more time, we can take a look at a higher time frame on Tesla to see levels more clear. We're now at this 887. Yes, indeed, we have some. Well, I would even say like 881 on Tesla, as I can see. Is it in Tesla? What type of chart is this? Like, yeah, here we go. And yes, we have some level at around 884, and even as I said, like at around 880 level. So I would give it a room to 880 honestly at this point. Tesla just wanna go lower and lower. We are down now 11% on the day. So does QQQ, all the gains like it did back to VWAP. Looks like we're giving in up. So yeah, Microsoft, Google should, I hope they will report fire earnings that market just couldn't resist and spike to the upside, bringing Tesla along with it.
I'm stuck holding EVOK, praying for reversal. Well, I said that's exactly what's gonna happen, and I said don't get trapped up on it. If you're trading Dominic Famularo's book, you gotta know how he trades it. There's a reason why I always mention like stuff like that when the stock when stocks do something that I'm used to seeing. Dominic Famularo has his setup, and he's probably taking profits even before the market opens. He's probably doing it in pre-market. We don't know the way he does it. So when he calls out stocks, and I learned this the hard way. I actually got a beautiful story. I learned this the hard way, to not trade other people's call-outs. Trade your stocks. Trade something that you know how to trade. When I was a trainee over here, we actually had a bigger floor and a lot of people sitting here, and we actually had a lot more graduates as people who've been here for 5+ years and so on. And one of those 5+ years trader called out a stock, I think it was KRTX or something. So KRTX gets called out in our work chat. Yeah, this Karuna Therapeutics, exactly. This stock gets called out, and it was around these days right here. Oh man, beautiful. I can even talk about it with example. So in October 19th, November 19th, Pratt joins the floor. 3 weeks in, he's on the live platform after being on TMS, and then literally on the second day of being on the live platform, Ed calls out the stock. Ed takes literally 1/4 the size that I ended up taking on that stock, and I blew up my account that day. I get a talking with Greg. Greg pulls me to the side of the room and goes, do you know how much size the guy who called the trade took compared to how much size you took? So you got to really know how to trade the stock if you want to trade other people's calls, or figure out your own setup. And according to your setup, clearly you should have already been probably out of the trade if the $1 level broke. If you were long above $1 and the $1 level breaks, you probably take that loss and move on. Always trade your own book. We always talk about this on the morning show and the evening show and on this show. I really try not to trade anyone's suggestions. Even in our group chats that we have, people call out stocks. I try not to take those trades because I know I'm the type of person to blame them for that loss. If that loss happens, I'm not blaming myself for it. I'll blame them for it. So that's why if you are bagged on EVOK, as I said, you might just end up getting bagged on it. Already should have taken the profits on that one. So be very careful when you're trading others' books, please. Don't ever get burnt on stuff like that. learn from Prada making a mistake and avoid making it yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple ways you can learn, right? Either you learn from your own mistakes, or you learn from other people's mistakes, which is an expedited process of learning. And Miss V has probably done this more than anyone can imagine. She's been here watching me fail, watching others fail, watching Neil fail, watching Sean fail, and off of all those failures, along with watching Neil, Sean, Brendan win, she's combined all of that methodology, all of those secrets. Well, not really secrets, just she expedited her learning growth through other people's learning experiences. So it comes down to that. Always gotta just know what's going on and learn off of that.
Making mistakes myself also.
Yeah,
a
making
lot.
mistakes yourself. I mean, obviously you're making
Yeah.
mistakes. There's
That's
no
why
way you're not.
I just wanted to comment, being so long on TMS, actually I'm so glad I've been there. At first, like, again, people were saying it will be really harder for you to go to a live account if you were like going through TMS. Yes, guys, it's absolutely totally different, TMS and the live account. But again, also each of us are different. For someone, it's easier just go straight to the live account. Personally, I'm so thankful that I've been sitting on that TMS, because now, like, first days were stressful. Right now for me, I don't even see like a difference. Like, I feel safe on the live account also. So anyone who maybe just started, make sure you are, first of all, of course, make mistakes on TMS until you can, so you can learn, but then try to act as a real account, and I think it's gonna be very
Yo, I'm
helpful.
on camera.
Huh?
I'm on
Yeah,
camera.
what you were doing?
I was trying to like use my keyboard, but instead of just putting the pen down, I like put it in my mouth, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm on camera
Sorry,
over there.
yesterday the same happened to me in my
You're
wisdom
good.
tooth.
You're good. So I'm just actually looking at futures right now. Futures almost back to the low of day, 42.01, 42.03. Waiting to see if we can get a little bit more move to the downside, you know, just because I'm being stingy with my price over there. But very well could just move away from me without giving me that fill. Waiting patiently. Come on, couple more points to the downside. Who? Not X is going to halt right now. NUTX. Fake halt. Oh, fake halt for one more time. Here we go again. Another one. Round two. Running back turbo. Let's go. Not X. Not X trying to halt over here on the up move right now. MES/M22CM. Let me go here. And just take a one size, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it. And now we're watching NUTX at the same time. I took a couple contracts long on futures there also. Let's see if futures can work out for us. Work out for me. But yeah, NUTX, as you saw, it was about to halt not too long ago. Just took out the $9 level, went up to $9.80. We saw a fake halt a little bit, and just failed on that fake halt. So let's see if we do that one more time, get ready to heat up again and actually halt successfully into north direction for the 1, 2, third time of the day. It might just be possible that we do that one more time, and futures coming back down a little bit more here might just give me my full size long that I'm looking for on the futures, which would be awesome. Everything is awesome. We're watching futures right now while NUTX wants to do what it wants to do. So let me just quickly go back to futures over here. 4,225 is now the low of the day. Let's see if 41.95 gets taken out today or gets below 41.95, at which point we might just have to close our long trade. Also watching Apple and Microsoft on other side over here. Apple still above 158, which is good. If Apple gets back to low of the day and fails to hold 158, then that's a bad sign for the futures long here. And same thing applies for Microsoft. Microsoft currently probably around 272, above 272 by 80 pennies. So that's good. As long as Microsoft also doesn't take out the low a day at 272, I think we're good on the futures long on S&P 500 and on the NASDAQ. But on a down day like today, 2% down on the overall futures, we do not want to be holding these trades for longer than we want, because it could easily 4,200, 41.90. How many do I have? I have 3, and just throwing out a stop. Awesome. Now a stop is sent out. Did I send out a buy stop? What's wrong with me? 41, 8, 41. All right, there we go. We sent out a stop there Awesome. Now the stop is sent out, and now we're just waiting to see if the futures can help us out at the moment. In the meantime, UVXY taking out the high day also. So volatility index heating up a little bit, getting ready to go higher, and that could mean doomsday for the overall futures because volatility is increasing. Fear is getting higher and higher. Now 13% on the volatility UVXY today, and market obviously down 3.15% on Nasdaq and 2.15% on the S&P 500. NUTX still probably moving crazy. Yeah, it is now above $10 on NUTX. 1050 new high a day on NUTX, going absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if my homie Victor over here is long on this stock, but hopefully he is. Are you? No? Come on, Victor. You're looking at this stock. You should be smashing it. Other stock, okay. Victor is trading something else right now. So obviously some fun happening across the board. Lunchtime is over. It's now 1:27 Eastern Standard Time. Well, 1:25 Eastern. My clock is about 2-3 minutes ahead of the thing. So it's waking up. It's heating up. Not sure what other colloquials I could use for the stock's up move that I'm seeing right now. BTCC. What are we talking about? BTCC. We want to go check out BTC again, or are you talking about or maybe the ETF? I'm not sure if you're talking about the ETF or actual BTC, but yeah, BTC continuing to go lower and lower. Now we're looking at 38,100 compared to 38,500 earlier. Now down almost 6% on Bitcoin today, so extending the losses on Bitcoin, while NutX is actually extending the gains that it got today. Gain City, baby. Gain City on NutX. And for anyone who's involved in NutX, absolute Gain City for all of you guys. All right. XL at key support, play the bounce. If you believe that's key support, then yeah, you play the bounce for sure. But there is no volume on this stock, so I don't know if you would even, if I would even bother doing that. There is absolutely no volume. 930,000 shares on a $1 stock is insignificant. It means nothing to me. So let's actually go check now on the relative volume scale. Look at the relative volume is actually below 1. So just goes on to show that nothing is actually going on this stock today. It's actually down 6%. So even if this key level comes into play, it could help you because there is no volume, so it might not break to the downside, but it also might not really move to the upside. It might just move up by like a penny or two and then not really give you any move off that. So I'm not sure if that's something that you want to be involved in. Made over 600% on Tesla put options today. Let's go. Yeah, this is an options market, man. Stay away from buying stocks and just trade options at the moment. It looks like that's the story of the game. I know a lot of people smoking options right now, so congratulations to my friends out there and all of you guys too who are absolutely smoking options. What a great time to be alive. This market is very frothy right now, and take advantage of it while it's active, right? Because once summer kicks in, the market's going to probably die off and give you no trading opportunities and put us all to sleep. And if that happens, there's nothing that we can do about it. So while the opportunities are here, take advantage of them. Rack in those money, rack in those papers, and fold them up nicely and put it in your wallet. That way someone else doesn't take it. And by someone else, I'm talking about those brokers.
Right, so S&P 500 is a red C currently. We're down 1.81%, guys. A lot of negativity in each market except for energy, of course. Energy is on fire, or oil stocks probably. And here I wanted to concentrate on a few names that remain positive. In software and services, we have that Cadence that up more than 2%. And UBS raises its price target to 180 from 170. Needham also, I think, have some positive note on that name. In technology, we have that GLW, which is up more than 4%. So Corning up after reporting higher sales for the quarter. We have in consumer and apparel sector, WHR, which is Whirlpool, also up after positive earnings, and also that WM is up almost 6%. That's waste management after it also reported better than expected Q1 earnings. Other than that, we still have a lot of red names.
Yeah, big down move. Obviously, markets are down, absolutely red all across the board, and I'm not sure what the word for whatever you just showed was. I forgot what it's called. Heat map. That heat map is just showing you the weakness in every sector except for oil sector and energy sector. So it looks like energy sectors are doing way better than the most part today than what we're used to. Right now, market did take out the lower day. Apple's still holding at 148.50s, and Microsoft. What is Microsoft doing right now? MSFT still holding up around. I'm guessing around 272, 273 still. So market looks like it's kind of just testing the lower day from yesterday, which was 41.95 area. If 41.95 area goes, then most likely taking the L on this futures trade and walking away with it. But right now we're still watching it hold up that level at the moment and not go too far down. Lower day on MES currently 41.9650, and lower day from yesterday on ES was exactly, I believe I said 41.9525. So pretty close to yesterday's low on the futures, and the fact that Microsoft and Apple don't really want to go too far to the downside all the way back to lower days. Hence, I'm still convinced that this trade on the futures long side could be something good, as long as obviously the market wants to really push to the north side. But right now it's struggling a little bit. We're fiddling around with these levels at the moment and not really showing us the green side direction as we want. Market still looks like it wants to go back to lower day. In terms of a lower day for market, I'm talking about Apple and Microsoft. Apple and Microsoft still have about a 50-cent room or a dollar room on each of them to go back to the lower days, at which point, if they do that, the market could continue going a little bit further to the downside before actually having a proper bounce on this one. Too late now. All right. Moving away for this one. We're still waiting to see what. Oh, there we go. Markets trying to push to the downside. MES, M22CM. Markets are trying to push lower and lower. There goes Microsoft or Apple. Oh boy, there we go. Now let's see if we actually hold up at this 41.95 levels. Let's see if any buying comes in. Let's also filter the tape a little bit. Let's do. I'm not sure if we're gonna see anything with 5 contract filters. So maybe we'll do 4. We'll do 4 contracts, because 4 is already 100,000 buying power or so. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna see too many shares or contracts going off about 4 or so. But right now we're filtering that. There we go. Some buying coming in a little bit, not too much, but we are focusing on the possibility of a pop in front of 41.95, as we were talking about that level before, all the way from before. And UVXY continue going higher and higher. So if UVXY is going higher, that's not really the best thing for market longs at the moment. So not the best thing for market longs. So be careful. But if UVXY starts coming off to the downside here, off the high days, that could be perfect for me to add to my. They're not gonna fill me, so we're just gonna cross over and take that liquidity off. And now we're gonna add as UVXY is coming down, and as Microsoft and Apple hold up at those levels that we were talking about, we're gonna add to our futures long over here. Let's see if we can build in it now in the profit territories, but let's see if we can get up higher and higher, all the way back to maybe 42.10, 42.20 or so. But that depends on Microsoft and Apple and Tesla and Facebook.
Patrick Loffenberg asking about Boeing earnings. Boeing is going to report tomorrow before the market opens, so we will obviously find out it tomorrow. But actually there are a few news today on Boeing. So one of that is Boeing enters 737 MAX MRO agreement with Spirit Air Systems. And let's see where Boeing actually right now. I believe Boeing is on New York. And come on, chart. Boeing is down more than 4%. Wow, what an interesting chart for Boeing in here. And low of the day we can see is 167. We can also take a look at a higher time frame for Boeing, but also from news I saw that company CEO sold its shares in Russia-based heat exchanger joint venture with Boeing and Embraer. So yeah, a few news on Boeing, but definitely earnings will be the major one, and we can take a look at the higher time frame on Boeing. And we are right here at the support level at around 167. And yeah, let's see if we will hold. Looks like a good support in this area. So hopefully Boeing will be able to hold that level, or maybe not.
Yeah, Boeing is kind of too big to fail at a point. But with earnings report, will obviously might move it a little bit here and there. I'm guessing for the most part the earnings report might come out good because they recently sold a bunch of flights to, I believe it was Delta or maybe another airline. I forget what airline it was. So obviously people or companies are looking to restock or resupply themselves from Boeing. So if that is the catalyst, I'm expecting Boeing to have some sort of a decent earnings report. So we'll see. Obviously we'll just have to wait and see what the report comes out as. Currently we're still fighting with the market long at the moment, which wants to come back to the downside, and that's because obviously UVXY is continuously going north and higher. UVXY up 15% almost on the day, looking very lean green machine on UVXY over there, up above $17 right now, just watching it rip at the moment. So looking very, very good. Also, let me just do this over here. Oopsies, 41.90 thing, and then that's a sell. That is a sell, and I'm a long. Awesome. Just making sure that my direction of my stop was in the right direction. So Facebook still down 3% on the day and holding up at $181 right now. Apple still holding up near 158.50. Microsoft still holding up below 273, but above 272. So nothing that really scares me out of my my long just yet, but also doesn't excite me about it either. So we'll see what happens in the near future about my long near this 41.95 area that we were talking about. Low at day 41.93 at the moment. I'm not sure if Miss V's trading Tesla right now. You're not, right?
I'm not currently, but I have been in Tesla early. Again, anyone who just joined us, guys, I caught some short on Tesla. So overall, I'm $9 per share in the money on that name today. And again, my first level was 928 out, 922, then 908 out, 905. I mean, again, crazy move to the downside. You could short Tesla whole day, and imagine just like shorting it at around 1000 level, holding it all the way to 885. You are rich if you did so.
Yeah, I think Brandon, your partner in crime, Brandon over there on the floor. Yeah. Not the Trader TV Brandon, but the floor trader Brandon. Yeah. I believe he traded Tesla too, and he had some pretty good top tick executions near 1,000 and got out near 975, crazy. I believe, because that's like the support level for Tesla, 975. And then after it broke below 975, he was pretty unhappy with himself that he didn't hold even the slightest amount of shares. Even if he managed to hold, our minimum shares are 10. But our minimum shares are 10, but let's say if you go long 15 shares or short 15 shares and close 10, you can still hold 5 for the move. So that's like an idea that we tell our new traders with the smaller shutdowns.
You can?
Yeah, you can hold 5.
So I can execute 5 and then later another 5?
No. So if you get in 15, you can exit 10 and hold 5.
That I knew,
right?
Yeah.
So the platform will always let you exit whatever you have left, but you can only enter with the bare minimum. But you can go 15 shares instead of going 10, right?
Yeah.
So if you short 15 shares, you could short it, cover 10, and hold 5 for the move.
Yes.
That's the idea that Greg
Yeah.
talks to. It's not even an idea. I think Greg actually has a rule that you don't take 10 share trades and you don't take 100 share trades, because you're not building the ability to scale on your trades doing that way, because we're so used to using the default buttons, especially when you're using a keyboard setup such as ours. We have hotkeys all across the board. You know, pressing control 1 will be 10 shares. If I press control 1 and an asterisk, it'll be 100 shares. Control 1 negative is a 1,000 shares. Control 1 plus is a 10,000 shares. So we have hotkeys that we can switch with, and if you're not using such hotkeys and changing your size all the time, you're not getting used to the right way of scaling up and down in the market. So that's something that they teach us over here. So maybe that's something you could
Yep,
incorporate on your side
absolutely.
too. But obviously, don't forget your risk management, because
Risk
that is
management,
number one.
absolutely.
Taking 15 shares is not priority. Your risk management is priority, and you're doing really good at that. So don't break that.
Sure.
Because you break that, then everything goes to hell. Right? Everything
Yeah.
goes to hell.
Yeah, I got you proud tomorrow by 1,000 shares of Tesla.
You don't even have the buying
Brag.
power for that. Yeah.
That's true, though.
I don't even have the buying for that. How much is 1,000 shares of Tesla? 1,000 times 8. Get there. You'll get there. The way you're doing, you'll be there very soon. Don't you stress on that.
Thank you, Brad.
All right, market crash because Sean is not there. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one. I know you're just joking.
I
but
bet Sean wish he would be here right now because
Yeah, Sean would
Are
be
rare.
loving to be trading right now without a doubt. I'm not even sure. Was he sick?
he has COVID. He
Okay.
said that actually if Sean watches us right now, hi Sean, we wish you all the best. Hopefully to see you soon back from two blondies with grown up roots. Look at us. Our hair even growing like at this
Yeah.
at the same time.
I was thinking about doing something with it
Shave?
yesterday. Yeah, I was thinking about
Wow,
it.
it would be another surprise. So guys, if we get okay, we
Probably
won't
not
relate
gonna
it to
do it.
likes. I think you look great though, and it's stylish. Like
I know,
people do that on
it's-
purpose like this.
It's getting, the blonde is leaving though. I look at it every day.
Yeah.
And today, like, I had to shampoo because my head was really smelly. So I shampooed, and then like I jumped out the shower and I look in the mirror. It's not even blonde, is it?
It is blonde.
It looks like orange in my washroom.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
because my
washes out.
washroom light's orange.
First of all, it doesn't look like orange, but
Okay.
the blonde does washes out.
Yeah.
That's why they have those purple shampoos though.
Yeah, you told me that
Yeah,
about that.
And that helps to keep that color on your head. And talking about Sean, he was telling that he still was tested positive.
Yeah.
But he feels great. But
Good.
because like he tested positive, kind of rules to not spread the virus in the office, he cannot come. So hopefully soon, as soon as possible, his test will show negative and he will be back. And again, guys, I just can see that around 15 minutes left until the end. I know, guys, you hold it all the way until the end, like last 2 minutes to give us a like. My switching board again doesn't work though. Oh.
There we go. We're good.
Oh, your works?
Yeah.
Cool. Mine doesn't. So yes, please smash the like button. Just 100 more likes, and we will get that 1K, which is we getting everyday team. So please go along on the like button, even though markets suck.
Yeah, thank you for that, Miss V. Smash the like button the same way I'm smashing this futures long right now. So
but
I
we
am.
can't see because I can't switch to you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
So I'm smashing this futures long right now. So we are long futures. We're 10 points in the money. I just covered a couple contracts over here. I'm holding more to see if. Sorry about that. I'm holding more to see. What the heck just happened? I'm holding more to see if we can get more out of this one, maybe back to 42.30 or even 42.20 on this possible move. 10 points in the money right now on the futures long. So playing out exactly as planned on that trade. 4200, 4195 level is the one I called out, and we're moving off that level exactly as planned. So I'm very happy with it. Microsoft and Apple. Microsoft held up that bottom that we were talking about, or the level near 272.50s. Apple held up that level near 158.50s. And overall, both of them in tandem, allowing us to work with that futures long, successful trade on futures. So very happy with that trade overall. Let's see if we can get more of a move on that going north side a little bit. Maybe once we get to VWAP, I can think about flipping into a short direction because I am pretty bearish on the market today, although I am long on the market right now. Someone said, does Arun have a position on futures? Sadly, I am not a manager of the floor. I do not have the access to see what kind of trades other people are doing on the floor. Only two people who have that access are Sean and Greg, and so because of that, I cannot answer that question. But you know what you can do is hang around, smash that like button first, and then hang around for another 15 minutes because you will be thrown onto the closing show at 2 o'clock Eastern time with Neil, Arun, and Brandon, and you will be able to ask them all the questions you want, all the information you're looking for about futures, stocks, J&J, or whatever it was that Arun was on. You'll be able to ask the big homie all the questions you want. So yeah, let's go, baby. NUTX manipulation at its finest. These are low float stocks. That's how low float stocks operate. I don't like. Maybe not. I'll just keep my mouth shut. Whatever. Moving on. IMPP, it wants to run. IMPP wants to apparently run. This was the stock that was moving around a little bit because of the energy sector, which was kind of hot to the downside, I believe. Energy sector got pushed downside a little bit, but today, energy sector, as Ms. V mentioned, the only sector on the green side, everything else just floating in a sea of red. That sounds so disturbing in my head right now, just even thinking about it. My brain's so perverted. Oh my goodness. Anyways, IMPP, energy stocks working out a little bit over there, and obviously energy stocks heating up a little bit. Let's go to XLE. XLE for let's see what XLE is doing. XLE today, obviously, as Ms. V mentioned, should be in the green side, and it is. It is up 1.8% today, and still looking good, holding up above VWAP. And if we were to go check on what the crude prices are, CL, I believe it's K22, NM, darn it, CM. Is it not K22? CL/M22? It's not K22, it's not M22, is it? I'm not sure what the actual contract is. This is very, very light on the volume for this contract, so I don't think this is the one. Yo, do you know? Nah, you're not the person. And the boys are not here too for me to find out the ticker for crude futures, sadly. S&P 500 now coming back to the downside over there a little bit. Looks like Apple is rejecting off of 159, and if Apple rejects off 159 and rejects off of 158.50, it could very well go all the way back to the downside, which is not going to look good at all on the market, obviously. So we can't be having that.
My stream deck is back actually just for fun. Someone asked about Olaplex, so I decided to check that. Honestly, Olaplex is the biggest disappointment for me because IPO price was not that long time ago, and Olaplex was more than $20. Now we are at $13. So basically, what Olaplex does is only going lower and lower. But I mean, again, day trading wise, 500,000 volume is not that great. So yes, disappointment. It's good as a product. So kind of sad that that name is fading slowly.
Sean replied fast. It's M now? Okay, so I was on the right contract. I was wondering if it was low volume on M, and so there we go. Now if properly updated the chart. So yeah, so crude oil today up 4%. I'm not sure of what news. I'm guessing something to do with Russia, Ukraine, maybe a little bit. But beautiful move on crude futures all the way to the north side. Indeed. Wow, CYN ripping again. So let's go check out CYN. CYN, new high day coming in. 18 million shares traded so far, 25% to the north side. And CYN taking out $3. So look at that resistance at 3 put in not too long ago. And now we just ripped past 3. So looks like CYN does want to heat up and continue its trajectory north. Let's go take a look at CYN on the daily. I know I gave some level on CYN, but I can't remember what it was. I did say $3. Okay, awesome. I did mention $3, so I actually managed to break 3. I think I remember now what we're talking about. Someone mentioned CYN breaking $2.80. I remember now. Whoever that was, I hope you actually took that trade, because whoever took that trade that called out the $2.80 break, you were 100% right. Look at that move right to $3, and now slightly above $3 by 8 pennies or so. Looking good. Beautiful call out, beautiful trade. Congratulations for anyone. CYN runway to $3.65. So maybe you're the one who called it out, Bill T. So Bill says $3.65 on CYN, which is around here. So this level right here, the average is $3.64. Yeah, so somewhere around here, $3.65, $3.69 could very well move up a little bit more on CYN on the break of $2.80. Congratulations for all the long traders. I'm not sure what else stock I can go look at in the meantime.
NUTX actually keep reaping.
NUTX still moving. Okay, NUTX with a nutty move. Still busting to the north side. I don't know what other jokes we can make out of this one, but still crazy stock. It's a cuckoo stock. It's a squirrel stock. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up as many nuts jokes as I can. But one thing I can do is just keep watching it. It's so crazy at the moment. I did mention I do not want to be a part of a stock that's doing crazy stuff like that. I just do not want to be part of it. So I'm gonna stick to my rules. I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. I just don't want to lose on this trade. I don't understand stocks like these, so when I don't understand it, I just stay away from it. NutX wants to maybe even go up to $15 now. It's not too far from 15. It's only up 186% today, right? Why not get more out of it? Why not make more than 186%? You squirrel stock jumping all over the place, grabbing all the nuts you can, right? What else can you say about it? I'm just pulling my pants down because I felt wind on my ankle and I did not like that feeling. Why not 200? Why not 400? Why not 500 at this point? Because clearly nothing is stopping the stock. Look at the volume still coming in. I believe I'm filtering the tape for not enough. It's only being filtered for 4 shares. So let's actually do us a favor over here and filter for 999 shares. That way we see everything over 1,000 shares. Now we're seeing the big boy traders come in. Anyone with over 1,000 shares or more are the only things we're interested in. So let's see. Look at that 10,000 shares on a dark pool gateway. Obviously could have been 24 hours ago, but I'm pretty sure that was traded just now. So he shorted 10,000 shares at $10.32, and looks like that's where the top is going to come in now. Look at the top come in at 10.32. As soon as people notice, never mind, the top got taken out. Haha. So and that X still going very nutty over here, still going very crazy, man, very crazy. I'm grabbing all the nuts I can. Go for it, my guy. Grab those nuts. Just don't grab mine. Just grab those nuts. Go crazy.
I would prefer almonds. If you can grab some for me.
Yes. For me, it's peanuts. I like peanuts.
Cool.
Yeah, peanut chutney with dosa. My mom makes awesome peanut chutney. I'm all about the peanuts, baby. Yes, sir. The nuts is about to bust. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. How BKKT going? BKKT on... Oh, we just halted on NutX. NutX just halted over there. We didn't even watch it halt for some reason. It just halted by itself. I'm not sure if this was a volatility or a limit up down or a news halt. So let's go check out. That was a limit up down halt. So looks like it's a volatility halt, not a news halt. Let's see if Nuts is gonna go even more nutty. Halted at 13. What? Where'd you halt at? 1347, and it wants to open at 1410. So this stock is now actually heating up a little bit. The ranges are expanding. Looks like it's gonna be a 50-cent pop on the open of this halt. So pretty insane of what the stock wants to do now. BKKT on NY. BKKT falling off like a cliff right now, falling off a rock, falling off a cliff, whatever you want to use for that analogy, but it is dropping, right? So trying to find support though, maybe in this 11 o'clock support range. So around 11 o'clock, looks like we have a bottom of $4.30. Let's see if we can find that support again at $4.30 for buck to BKKT. My stomach is going rumble in the jungle right now, starving.
Someone asks, Alvin Mike says on the chat, today is not going to bounce, maybe tomorrow. Lunchtime is over, volume is low. Again, like still 2 hours left, so we never know, guys, right? Maybe some news will come out or anything else. But I kind of agree a little bit on this opinion by Alvin. More volume will come for sure during the power hour, but how much move to the upside will bring, we don't know, and I don't expect anything crazy happening. Like QQQ is down 3%, Tesla is down more than 11%. I don't think we will just cure at that quick. But again, for tomorrow, I really hope also we have Microsoft and Google earnings coming. I really hope that those two companies will report great earnings, which will boost markets to the upside. And also this drop, like today, will be kind of the reason for markets to go back higher, I guess. And on the poll, majority of people think that we will turn around, and I also hope for that, but around 46% think that we will crash further. Whatever will happen, we will have to take that. And actually we're super close, guys. 15 more likes to 1K. So please be kind, make your input into the community, smash the like button and support Prad, me and the rest of TraderTV.Live family.
Thank you. QQQ back to 2% maybe. Back to only being down 2%. Yeah, that would be great if QQQ can manage to do that. Looks like I got stopped out on my last few contracts over there on the down move, and I got basically shaken out of that trade. I should have probably gotten right back in, because obviously Apple did not break that level that I'm watching. Microsoft didn't break that level that I'm watching. So I don't even know why I let that stop me out. I should have just been holding it, and I would have still been in the money, but no problem. Lots of time left. It is now it's already 1:56. So
and already 1K.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, team. A little bit of shame for you on this red day.
We didn't have to wait for the last minute today. That's beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's like last 5 minutes, but feels so much better than last 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute, so much stress. So guys, thank you so much for bringing us less stress. Enough stress on the markets already. We love you, and that 1K likes for all of you there too.
Indeed, thank you very much for everyone who smashed those 1K likes today. NUTX is apparently going to open around $13.50 now, so it's actually dropped down from $14.10 all the way down to $13.50. Looks like it does not want to go crazy like I thought it would, and this could very well open into a halt and just crack right to the downside like it did over here. So be careful for whoever's trading it. Once again, trade your own book. Do not trade other people's book. Do not trade Dominic's book. Don't trade my book. Don't trade Valeria's book. Don't trade Sean's book. Trade your own book, trade your own trade. Know what you want to do on that setup. Just because someone's calling out doesn't mean that they're holding it as long as you are, and doesn't mean they're holding it all the way against them as you are, right? So make sure you know what you want to do with this trade, and trade that trade according to your setup. And there's a reason why I haven't touched it. So here we go. Opens up below 13. It halted at 1347. Opened at 1320. What did I just say? What did I just say? Right? Watch it do this. Watch it do this. Be careful. Come on, man. It's so easy to get trapped on these stocks. Be very careful. Trade your book. There's a reason why I said I'm not touching this stock without even a 100-meter pull. I don't want to be trading stuff like this. This is nonsense. And now it's going to go right back to the upside, burning people, and people are going to be upset that they got burned. This is so stupid. This is so crazy. Look at the stock just go absolutely nonsense moves all over the place. Now, what was the level that we were talking about on this stock? Maybe $15? Watch it go to 15 and do the same thing at 15. Watch it go to 15, do the same thing at 15. It's an absolute craziness, monster moves happening over here, but nothing that I don't want to be a part of, nothing that I want to be a part of. This is too much nonsense for me. I'm just gonna go trade my futures. I'm just gonna go trade my buyouts. I'm gonna go trade my apples. This is way too much for me. I'm not even in the stock, and my ears are going red, like my
Yeah,
ears
I
are
can
burning.
feel.
Like I can feel the heat on my ear. I'm not even in this trade. Like my hands are sweating. My hands are getting sweaty. I'm not even in the trade. I'm not even in the trade. This is so... Games, guys. Games.com. Manipulation.com. Games.com. That's all it is. How much is the float again on this one? 302 million float. Not X with 100.92 relative volume. Let's see if we can actually manage to take out the high a day now and go to 15. Let's see you go to 15 now. Come on. Rip it. Rip it to 15, buddy. This stock is nuts. We don't have much time left. You guys have to go watch Arun, Sean, and sorry, not Sean. Sean's still sick. Get well soon, Sean. You guys have to go enjoy your night with Neil, Arun, and Brendan over
That's
there,
right.
and also the beautiful Elizabeth. What's her last name?
Kadrigulova?
No, Elizabeth.
I forgot. Holmes?
Elizabeth Holmes.
Elizabeth
The
Holmes.
better looking Elizabeth Holmes over here.
Thank you.
So have fun on the closing show, guys. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place.
Пока-пока.
Hey guys, welcome to a pretty interesting day here. 2 hours left in the close. We'll get you through to the close. Just watching this NUTX. Wow. What a crazy mover so far today. If you're looking for those parabolic type of stocks, we'll talk about this NUTX coming up. Yeah, it's ugly to say the least. Right across the board here, 2% for the S&P,